Toyota's Friday Night Rivals pregame show is sponsored by Food City.
Welcome into the Toyota Friday Night Rivals pregame show brought to you by Food City. I'm PJ Johnson alongside sports director Casey Getz.
PJ, ever since the schedule came out, this was the game we were most excited for, Greeneville and Elizabethton.
And Sean Witten credits Greeneville for his team's success. He says the Green Devils raised the bar for all of East Tennessee, and now Betsy has raised the bar even higher. It's one of the reasons these two schools have won the last 4 state titles.
Well, I think this game brings out the best in both communities, programs, players, coaches, everyone involved. You learn so much about your team and about your program when you play in this game, win or lose. And I think that they really set the standard. We challenged our program to kind of take that next step, to kind of match that, to raise it. And, without Greeneville in 17 and 18, we wouldn't be here where we are today. And after 12 seasons being the head coach here, we had had a lot of success. We had knocked on the doors several times, but we just never been able to punch through. And, with the ability, with the guys that we had coming back, we saw what they did, and we really set some goals really high, and we were able to kind of take that next step and raise the bar even higher.
You threw passes to your brother Jason, an NFL tight end. You caught passes from Michael Vick, absolutely the best to ever play at Virginia Tech. So obviously, talent. How talented is Bryson Rollins?
He's as good as it gets. He's a really great player. He's even a better person. He's made me a better coach, and I think that his personality's really grown on me. It's hard to believe that 3 years ago, going into Science Hill, we didn't know who our quarterback was going to be. And here we are, 31 games later, and he's never lost as a starter. He's the ultimate competitor. He's a fierce competitor. And he brings out the best of his teammates. He brings the air of confidence that allows guys to go out and be confident in themselves to make plays. He makes his teammates better each and every day, and he's made me better as a coach, just challenging myself, finding different ways to coach him, giving him a voice in the game plan of what he likes, what he doesn't like. And then, we've been able to grow so much, in the off season together, just really trying to challenge each other to different plays, to different things we wanted to do in the off season, to different ways to get other people to step up. I mean, he's just a remarkable young man that's really, done a great job, and you're just super proud of him.
On the flip side, you'll face Mason Gudger, Greeneville's explosive running back. How good is this kid?
Well, Mason's, an unbelievable player because of his speed. The ability to, every time he touches the ball, he has the ability to go the distance. I'm not sure that anybody on the field is faster than he is with the ball in his hands. And, what happens when you play a guy like Mason is, even the first game last year in 2020, I think we held him for under 100 yards. He only had one run that was maybe over 12, 15 yards. And then in the second game we played him, he had a 95-yard, he had 2 of them, almost. And so when you think you have him balled up, he does a great job of just keeping his feet moving. He's one of the better backs we've ever seen. And, he's become a better player because now he's catching the ball in the backfield. He's also, punting. He's also doing punt returns, kick returns. So he's definitely a dangerous player. And, it's a great challenge when you go against a guy like him because, his mental toughness, he's a competitor. You're going to put the ball in his hands, and then he's tough to stop. I mean, when you think you've got him balled up on about 10 plays, the next one can definitely break the defense. So he's a really good player, very impressive young man for sure.
Your team has won 31 straight games. The East Tennessee record is held by Dobbins Bennett. They won 37 in a row from 1946 to 1950. How important is it to you to get this record?
Well, we don't talk about it, I mean, there's so many tough games, and the game plan of each week, changes so much from who you play. And, I think this group of young men, you really can't just, put that bar on them. And I tell you, to be honest with you, we don't talk about championships. We don't talk about winning and losing. We just talk about playing our tails off, about executing. This week's message has really been, we played our tails off last week, against Science Hill. I mean, we really did. We had some unsung heroes. We told them it wasn't going to be perfect because this is game number 1. And then, this week, the message has been really about our execution. If our execution can match our effort, then we're definitely going to be a tough team to stop.
Of course, for any of this to happen, you have to beat Greeneville. What is the key to the game?
Well, I think the biggest thing, right now, is opportunity for us to, just be really thrilled to be in this game. I think too that this game so much reminds you of like the old Rocky movies. It's about withstanding the blow, withstanding the punch. People telling you can't win. People telling you can't win a three-peat. You can't have a consecutive game win streak. And just proving people wrong. Every time you step on a field, it's an opportunity to showcase your talent and showcase how hard you work. And then ultimately, when you get knocked down several times, it's going to hurt. When you play a team like Greeneville, that's, I think the key ingredient when you talk about all those things is really mental toughness. How tough are you going to have to be to come out on top of this football game? And so, the great coaches in Saban and Belichick, they always talk about mental toughness, but in this game is ultimately about mental toughness.
Coming up, we're going to hear from Greeneville head coach Eddie Spradlin as the countdown to kickoff continues.
Get $1,000 customer cash on any stylish new 21 Corolla. Get 2.49 financing plus $750 TFS finance cash on Camry or lease Camry for $229 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA Travel Center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
It's the Labor Day weekend event going on now at Easterly Coleman Furniture. Save 40% and more store-wide. Sofa chair groups from $14.99, bedroom suites from $18.50, dining room groups from $1,050, recliners from $4.99. All accents and accessories on sale. New inventory arriving daily. As always, we sell off the floor and custom orders at sale prices. Don't miss the Easterly Coleman Furniture Labor Day weekend event going on now.
Greeneville has an opportunity to end Elizabethton's 31-game winning streak tonight.
The last team to beat Elizabethton at home was Greeneville back in 2017. Green Devils head coach Eddie Spradlin says these are the games coaches and players love to be a part of.
You think about high school football, what high school football is about. That game's what it's all about. Just two really good communities that support their football programs and rally behind and, are at the games all the time. But when these two teams play, there's not going to be much love lost between the fans, the teams. I've got a good relationship with a lot of people from Elizabethton, but, on Friday night, that's all put to the wayside and everything's ready to play. It's just a big time, rivalry. When I moved to Greeneville, that's, the first thing people talked about was that game between them. And then we got off the schedule for a couple of years and everybody was tore up about that. Then we've been back on non-conference and now we're in their conference. It's just a big-time game every year.
The biggest thing this year is it's week 3. Traditionally, it's a mid-October date. What does that change in this matchup playing it so early in the season?
Normally you're preparing, you've got 7 games to get everything ready, so you're good for that game because that's what your season's geared towards, just to get ready for that game. Now you got to be, week 3, you've really got to be ready early. So we've really spent a lot of time doing stuff in, spring practice was really good with doing individual stuff. We didn't do much team stuff during that, just focusing on little things to get us better, and everything we've done to this point's kind of been geared, to this game early in the season, from the fall camp to the 2 games, the preseason scrimmage, to the 2 games we played now, just getting ready to be able to be prepared for this game.
The importance of this game, obviously, barring some crazy upsets, whoever wins this game this year could have home field advantage all the way to the championship game.
If you look back in the past 4 years where they've won it or we've won it, whoever had to travel to Anderson County the week 2, that 3rd game, they've got beat. So, there's a lot on the line. You want to have home field advantage. You want to be the first place in this conference. So there's, like you said, there's a lot that you want to work for and be ready to win this game.
Certainly Mason, it kind of starts and ends with him. Number 2, how much better has he gotten since last year?
Mason is a guy, you talk about if your hardest worker is your best player, you're going to be successful, and that's what we got with, multiple guys on this football team, but especially with him. He's one of our hardest, if not hardest, workers that we have. He comes to work every day in the weight room to practice, condition, whatever we're doing. You can depend on him that he's going to be working hard. In the offseason, last year played about 160 pounds. He's probably right now somewhere between 175 and 180. He ran track in the offseason. He picked up to some speed, so he's bigger, more explosive. He's stronger than he was last year in the weight room. So, it's exciting to see what he can do in big-time games like this.
What do you think is going to be 1 or 2 keys for you guys to be successful and get a win on Friday night? What are the things you're thinking, hey, if we do A and B, I like our chances?
We got to be able to not turn the football over. At the same time, we try to get some turnovers from them because, they were really explosive on offense. We got to be able to control the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. The big thing, just if something goes wrong, you just got to keep on playing. They're going to make some plays on both sides of the ball.
I think maybe from the outside, people look at the eye-popping numbers you guys have put up offensively. Elizabethton only in their 1 game where they did against Science Hill on offense. But will this game maybe be decided on the defensive side? You guys have given them 3 points in the first half of both of your games combined. They pitch a shutout in the second half. Is that maybe the side of the ball no one's really talking about, but could be a deciding factor?
It's a little more exciting to talk about what the offense is doing. But, defense on both teams, if you got, whose defense is going to make a play, because, like I said, both teams are going to make big plays on offense. You just got to limit the number of big plays that each team makes. We can't stay on the field long drives. We got to be able to get off the field on defense. So, that's the big thing. Defense, whoever's defense steps up and makes more plays will probably be the winner in this football game.
I'm curious, Elizabethton, Coach Whitten, they made no secret that their program would not be what it is without you guys. You showed them what it takes to get to that level, and they have gotten there. Is that something where it's almost like you guys are a victim of your own success because you created the blueprint and somebody followed it, and now there's somebody that's in your region and they've gotten the upper hand the last couple of years? No secret what we've done. We try to work hard in the weight room, work hard in practice, and be simple on offense and defense, and just have our kids play hard. And, that's a big thing that he's kind of went to, that he's said that, the success of his program kind of is now because those type things. And for high school football to be successful, I think that's what it takes, and it don't matter what top level, talent level you have. If you can get your kids to work hard and really practice hard and play at that level that you want them to, you got a good chance to be successful. That don't mean you're going to win every game, but, you got a good opportunity to win games and the things that, they've done, and, that's made our guys still, have to make sure that we're competing and working at, as the top level that we can be at.
Coming up, the Prep Picks crew make their predictions for some of this week's top games.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
How clear is your vision? At Vision Source of Greeneville, we want to help you achieve and maintain crystal clear vision for years to come. Formerly Tri-City Vision Center, Vision Source of Greeneville still offers top-tier level of care. From simple single vision glasses to diagnosis and treatment of more serious conditions, our professionals will treat you right. Plus, our on-site lab and frame center offer quick service and a perfect fit. New patients welcome. Call today for an appointment or visit us online at tricityvision.com.
At Home Improvement Warehouse, we have a huge selection of premium building materials at discount prices, including custom cabinets and hardware, vanities, bathroom sinks, interior and exterior doors, waterproof solid core vinyl floors, porcelain tiles, hardwood flooring, and all the hardware supplies you need to finish your project on time and on budget. Family owned and operated for over 55 years. Home Improvement Warehouse in Greeneville. Always the lowest prices.
It's time to go inside the numbers on tonight's matchup between Greeneville and Elizabethton.
These two teams have combined to win the last 4 state titles in Class 4A. Since the 2017 season, these two schools have met 6 times. Greeneville won in 17 and 18. Elizabethton, though, has won 4 in a row in this series, beating Greeneville twice in 2019 and twice last year.
Hi, I'm Steve Smith with Food City. It's great to partner with WCYB to sponsor the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. Football is so important to our communities as families gather to root on their home team, whether they're watching the game in person or on TV. And we're excited to be a sponsor, and don't forget, Food City is your tailgating headquarters.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Soldier, it seems to me that you have a chip on your shoulder.
Yes, sir. The chipped ham sandwich from Pal's, sir.
You back-talking me, son?
No, sir. It's got thinly sliced, 96% fat-free ham, mayo, fresh lettuce, and crispy pickles, sir.
Oh, yeah? Drop and give me 50.
Sir, I only have one, sir.
You don't even have that now.
The chipped ham sandwich, available only at Pal's Sudden Service. Great food in a flash.
'Cause I took it.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
At Friendship Ford in Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition. We're the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying center, and you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Welcome into week 3 of Prep Picks. Casey Getz alongside Heather Williams and Steve Wood with ESPN Tri-Cities, TriCitySports.com. Last week, Steve and I 2-1, Heather 1-2, and Honaker taught all 3 of us we should be more sentimental when making our selections. Heather, you get your first chance this week to be sentimental if you want, if you had the reason to. Chilhowie at J.I. Burton.
Well, both of these teams get me sentimental because they're 2 teams that I enjoy covering. Not that there's any teams that I don't enjoy covering. Both these teams played up in class last week. Chilhowie took on Marion and got the win, while J.I. Burton lost pretty big to Ridgeview. Based on what I saw week 1, I think I'm going to go with Chilhowie.
Yeah, Chilhowie had to rally with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to win that game over Marion. Chilhowie coach Jeff Robinson says that a good start to every season begins with a win over Marion. I'm holding to that for Coach Robinson. I think they'll get the win over J.I. Burton. These two teams played in the spring, too, by the way, with Chilhowie winning 9-0.
J.I. Burton, as Heather mentioned, they got beat up pretty good by Ridgeview. Next week, they play Union, who is very, very good, also Class 2. So I think for Burton, this is almost a must-win game to get some confidence going, or they could be staring 0-3 in the face. For that reason, I'm going to take J.I. Burton to get this win at home. Steve, next up is the Marion team just talked about, who lost to Chilhowie. They're at home for their home opener against a Central team that looked very good in their opener.
Yeah, Ethan Mullins with 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 2 receiving. They put up almost 500 yards total offense. This Marion team, you look back at that game against Chilhowie, they really feel like they let one slip away. So I'm going to maybe go out on a limb a little bit. I don't know if it's sentimental or not, but I'm going to take the Scarlet Hurricanes to win this one.
I feel like you're reading my notes, Steve. I have written down here 59 yards that Central gave up against East Side, but they're not playing East Side this week. It's going to be a much tougher game. However, I think the Central team's really good. Coming off a season, they probably felt like they should have gone deeper into the playoffs after beating Union in the regular season. I think they're hungry. I think they're ready to go, and so I am picking Central.
I will take the Warriors as well. Agree with Heather on this one to get to 2-0 on the season. Heather, next up, the Battle of Bristol, Virginia. John Battle hosting Virginia High. John Battle was shut out in week 1. Virginia High looked very impressive, but in a rivalry game, sometimes things can happen.
Sometimes things can, but I'm just going to quote from a tweet that Virginia High sent out earlier this week that said, Stevie Thomas is back. Everybody better watch out. Coming after a alpha knee injury, he looked really impressive in week 1. I think he is the difference for this team. The skill players for Virginia High playing at a high level. I just don't think that Battle's defense will have enough to slow those high-level skill players for Virginia High down, so I'm going to go with the Bearcats.
Yeah, now Heather's still in my notes now. Stevie Thomas, 176 yards, 3 touchdowns. You know, that was the first home game for Virginia High last week since the end of the 2019 season, but they're back on the road this week. John Battle really took it on the chin against a very good Abingdon team last week. I'm going to stick with Virginia High. I think they win this Battle of Bristol.
I agree. Bearcats get to 2-0 with a win over Battle. Next up, Steve, we got Science Hill, West Ridge. Science Hill 1-1. West Ridge 1-0. We haven't seen them, though, since the opening Friday night.
Exactly. West Ridge did not get to play against Daniel Boone last week. Very impressive in that win over Volunteer. They've had an extra week, if you will, to prepare for the Toppers, who discovered that ground game last week. The running back, Baylor Brock. If you can't stop him, keep feeding them football. That's what they did against Anderson County. That balance, that offense with Science Hill, those playmakers, I think are going to be just a little bit too much for the Wolves this week.
This West Ridge team is still trying to figure out who they are as a team and really gel. And with a team like Science Hill that's that much further ahead, with that many seniors, I think it's tough. And so for that reason, I'm going to go with the Toppers.
West Ridge's passing game will have to come up at some point this season. Maybe this will be the week. I think Science Hill gets the win, though, and moves to 2-1. If they would have lost to Anderson County, that could have been a big turning point for them. But I think they have a lot of momentum. I'm going to take the Toppers. Finally, Heather, it is the game of the year. We're going to call it in Northeast Tennessee. Greeneville, Elizabethton, our Friday Night Rivals TV game.
I wish you wouldn't come to me first. This one is so hard, and I'm going to make a fan base that I'm really a fan of both schools. I'm going to make one of them unhappy with me. Mason Gudger with his 17 yards per carry last week in their win. They put up 78 points in that game. I was at the game last year that was for a trip to the state semifinals. That game was so close at Elizabethton. Greeneville was right there with them toe-to-toe. And Greeneville has more players back from that team than Elizabethton has from their team a year ago. Oh, this is so painful, but I'm going to go with Greeneville.
It appears that I have as many fans in Elizabethton as I do in Big Stone Gap. That's hard to do for me. But Elizabethton, you know, here's a team that's won 31 straight games, 2 straight state championships. But they play with such a chip on their shoulder. Maybe it's because people like me keep picking against them. I don't want to be in any more videos, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to pick Elizabethton just to stay clear of any more video segments, including my voice.
And I'll go with the old adage, it's what, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So I'm going to say I learned my lesson. I picked against Elizabethton. until somebody beats them, I'm going to take the Cyclones, unless they're playing Alcoa or Maryville, which they will not be playing them this year, I believe. I'm going to take Elizabethton until somebody proves otherwise and knocks them off. Well, you can get all your scores and highlights from these big games on Friday Night Huddle, so check it out.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA Travel Center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
It's the Labor Day weekend event going on now at Easterly Coleman Furniture. Save 40% and more store-wide. Sofa chair groups from $14.99, bedroom suites from $18.50, dining room groups from $1,050, recliners from $4.99. All accents and accessories on sale. New inventory arriving daily. As always, we sell off the floor and custom orders at sale prices. Don't miss the Easterly Coleman Furniture Labor Day weekend event going on now.
Whether you need to open an account, obtain a loan, or just ask a question, our local service and support ensure you get help when you need it. Hospitality is our priority, and we're confident you won't find a more personal and satisfying banking relationship. At Andrew Johnson Bank, helping friends is our business.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop, online at eddiestrophies.com.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
You're ready to buy or build a home. Should you deal with a bank that sells your loan, has big closing costs and slow loan closings? At Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, we don't sell your loan. Our closing costs are some of the best in the market, and our approval and closing time are at the tops in the industry. The comparison says it all. Caring, saving, fast, and efficient. Qualities of Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. For over 80 years, the bank's small enough to care, yet big enough to bring you the best in banking.
The kids in Elizabethton grow up thinking of one thing, playing for the Cyclones, and why not? It's number 1 against number 2 tonight. Citizens Bank Stadium has never looked better tonight. Casey, the fans from Greeneville on hand as well.
Number 1 versus number 2 in the state. Can't wait for this one. These two teams have combined to win the last 4 state titles at Class 4A.
It's a beautiful view from Citizens Bank Stadium. We'll have the opening kickoff coming up on Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last. Ooh, Venza. Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
Get 2.49 financing plus $750 TFS finance cash on any new 21 Highlander, Highlander Hybrid, or gas-powered RAV4. Or lease a RAV4 for $209 a month.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA Travel Center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
At Home Improvement Warehouse, we have a huge selection of premium building materials at discount prices, including custom cabinets and hardware, vanities, bathroom sinks, interior and exterior doors, waterproof solid core vinyl floors, porcelain tiles, hardwood flooring, and all the hardware supplies you need to finish your project on time and on budget. Family owned and operated for over 55 years. Home Improvement Warehouse in Greeneville. Always the lowest prices.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
It's the best game in the state, and we've got it for you live on WCYB from Citizens Bank Stadium. It's number 1 Elizabethton against number 2 Greeneville. I'm PJ Johnson along with Sports Director Casey Getz. And Casey, this is already a classic, and we've not even played the game.
The crowd is fired up, ready to go. They're doing the coin toss right now, but we cannot wait. Again, these two teams have combined to win the last 4 state titles in Class 4. There's Brady Quillen, the junior quarterback for Greeneville. He's going to have a big game because you know Elizabethton's going to try and contain Mason Gudger as much as possible. Quillen's going to have to hit some big passes. Conversely, for Elizabethton, Cade Russell, their junior running back, safety, can he have a ground game for Elizabethton to take some pressure off of Bryson Rollins in the passing game? As for keys to the game for Greeneville, be the more physical team. Can they dominate the line of scrimmage? And the red zone defense, can they try and hold Elizabethton to field goals? For the Cyclones, limit big plays. Make Greeneville go the length of the field. Don't give up 1-2 play drives. They control the line of scrimmage. They have several linemen back from last year's state championship team. PJ, can Elizabethton's big guys control this game at the start?
And this is a game that's just chock full of stars. Tonight's weather, 74 degrees. A Dave Dirks Chamber of Commerce night in Elizabethton. It's clear, very little wind. It's a perfect night for high school football. And this is a game chock full of stars. There's one of them right there, Case.
Bryson Rollins, the quarterback for Elizabethton, he is 31-0 as a starting quarterback, has never lost. He started every game since his sophomore season. Back-to-back undefeated seasons, now 1-0 so far in his senior season. He is one heck of a player.
If you try to play this game on paper, Casey, it's almost impossible because Greeneville's gotten off to an incredible start.
Yeah, there's Eddie Spradlin, the second-year head coach of the Green Devils. Greeneville 2-0 on the season. They went on the road and pounded Knox Central. Then last week, they beat Granger 78-6. Elizabethton, they will receive the opening kickoff tonight.
And here we go. We're ready for the Toyota kickoff. It's going to be a good one, a classic matchup. Number 1 against number 2. Jake Roberts, number 17, back deep for Elizabethton to receive the kickoff. When you look at both these teams, they're very similar. Great quarterbacks, very explosive offensive players. It could come down to which team makes the fewest mistakes. Cooper Graham will kick it off for Greeneville. And we're underway with the Toyota kickoff. It's deep down the right sidelines. Stevens will take it at the 10. He has a hole, but he's met by a whole host of Green Devils. He gets over just over the 20-yard line where Elizabethton will begin their offense.
We talked about the Cyclones led by Bryson Rollins, their senior quarterback, Nate Stevens, Cade Russell, Jake Roberts, also somebody to pay attention to. He's the big play threat for this Cyclone offense.
Cyclones will start 1st and 10 from the 28.
If you're thinking Cade Russell, where have I heard that name before? His brother was a star here for a couple of years, Casey. It's been a couple of years, I guess, since he graduated.
Yeah, Corey Russell was one heck of a player. He was a Swiss Army knife, and that's what Sean Witten says. If you're a Russell, you have to play multiple positions.
Now, Rollins can do it all on the air. He can run the option, and he can also run it. Get a little bit of pitch there as Russell gets a couple, but not much going against that Greeneville defense.
Greeneville's so athletic. They have a couple guys up front that are basketball players. Terry Grove plays basketball. And then on the back end, Jacoby Gillespie, he's a Belmont commit for basketball. Mason Laws, Jaden Stevenson, they have a lot of speed on this team, does Greeneville.
And some of those Greeneville coaches will tell you Gillespie's actually a better football player than he is basketball. That's hard to imagine. He's Mr. Basketball. So here we go, 2nd down for the Cyclones. Rollins looking over. Another straight handoff, and Greeneville again says nothing doing. So Elizabethton being very conservative in the first 2 plays, Case.
2 runs by Cade Russell. 3rd and long. This is where the Greeneville defense would love for this game to be played. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. They know this will be an obvious passing down for Elizabethton. The one thing is you have to worry about is that Bryson Rollins, even if it is a pass, he could break down and run and get a first down. As Eddie Spradlin, also the defensive coordinator of the Green Devils.
Rollins looking over to his coaches, and he will throw the ball. Plenty of times going down the right sidelines. He's got a receiver open, and he overshoots him. That was Dalton Mitchell out there. He was open. He had a step on the defender, Case.
He did, and a great series, though, for Greeneville to force a 3 and out. Could not have asked for a better start. Rollins had plenty of protection, had time, just threw this one just a touch too much.
You can see he had to step on the defender. Rollins is a multi-dimensional athlete. He also does a lot of the punting for Elizabethton, so that gives him he's not going to fake it back here, but it does give them that extra dimension when they need it. Good snap, and he'll get the punt away. It's a low driving kick. We talked about Greeneville speed. They're going to show you some of that right here, but they're going to be hemmed up by that Elizabethton special teams. That was Gillespie on the return for the punt. We talked about their speed, and we talked so much about Gudger, but in talking with the Greeneville coaches in the pregame, they told us actually, if you're talking speed, just pure speed, Stevenson's their fastest kid in football speed.
Yeah, Jaden Stevenson, Gillespie, Dabbs, these receivers, Coach Spradlin told me earlier this week, he feels this might be the best set of receivers they've ever had at Greeneville.
And that says a lot. That's Brady Quinn back in the shotgun. And he's going to keep it this time. Huge gain for a first down. A Bank of Tennessee first down for the quarterback, Brady Quillen.
What a nice play call to start the game off. You think Gudger's going to get the ball. Quillen keeps it, picks up a first down. And that's the threat of Mason Gudger not even touching the ball. The defense is just so drawn to him that those running lanes will be there for Quillen.
Quillen barking out the signals from the shotgun. Dabbs in motion. We talked about Gudger. He gets the call. He'll get about 3.
Greeneville offensively, they're going to run those 4 receiver sets for the most part. Here's the Elizabethton defense. Jake Roberts, of course, going to go both ways. Trenton Taylor, Caleb Johnson, that defensive line for Elizabethton, they are going to have big games tonight.
Trenton Taylor is a load. We saw him before the game. Huge fella in there. Quillen. Step back. Going over the middle. He's got his receiver. That's Jacoby Gillespie. Nice catch. Showing you those basketball skills as he just went up and got that one for another Bank of Tennessee first down.
And Cade Russell put a heck of a hit on him. Nice, really confident throw here by Quillen. Steps into it. And a nice hit there by Russell. That ball came out well after he was down, so no issue there. But Greeneville on the move. We've seen it. Quillen getting it done with his arm and his legs. And that's why I thought he was going to be the key to this game offensively for Greeneville, is because Gudger, you know what he's going to do. And if you're Elizabethton, you want to say, let's make the quarterback beat us. And so far, Quillen has shown he's capable of doing that.
With an official timeout on the field.
So after some deliberation, Sean Witten looking over his defensive chart. Quillen back, waiting the snap. Quillen keeps it again. This time he'll get a couple, but Elizabethton was kind of ready for him.
Caleb Johnson, number 44 for Elizabethton. Nice job there, staying with Quillen. Trenton Taylor, you saw him running off the field. He lost his helmet, big number 74, so he has to come out for a play. And you saw Caleb Johnson, he started to crash down on Gudger, but had enough reaction time to reach back out and pull down Quillen. Once again, you're going to see Greeneville. They run a lot of 3-by-1 formation. They're going to have 3 receivers to one side of the field. They do up top. 1 receiver, Stevenson, at the bottom.
Stevenson, the speedster. Jake Roberts on him. Quillen waiting for the snap. Gudger, Quillen keeps it off the left side, turns it up, and he's hit hard. Again, it was Russell meeting him. Russell plays safety, and boy, he's a headhunter.
He has had 2 big hits on this drive. However, they've both been after big plays for Greeneville. Again, you see the defense, they're chasing Gudger and crashing in on him, and Quillen is doing the right thing, keeping it and running himself.
So 3rd down and short. Greeneville has moved right down the field. Gudger fighting, getting the first down. Another Bank of Tennessee first down, and a flag comes in, a late flag.
Got another Elizabethton player without their helmet. That's TJ Little, number 14.
Could be a face mask here. We'll see what the official call is. Came in late. Usually that's the call when you get it late. It is a face mask. See the officials tonight, quickly, given their due. Veteran crew tonight in Elizabethton. The Greeneville sidelines packed as well as the Elizabethton sidelines.
Number 67. That's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Greeneville marches for another first down now. And they're in the Toyota red zone for the first time tonight. Quillen has looked great so far. The junior quarterback getting his shot this year, making the most of it. That's Gudger in the backfield with him. Gudger up the middle, bounces outside. It's Gudger dancing, going in. They're going to call him just short.
I think he stepped out of bounds at the 2. But Elizabethton had him for a loss right here, and Gudger just somehow got out of these broken tackles. And his right foot steps out of bounds right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good call by the officials. He was short. He's 2nd and goal, though, from the 2-yard line. And don't be surprised if they want to go with the big package and put Quillen under center. And now I say quarterback sneak, and those 3 boys are going to just push into number 11.
It's Gudger off the right side, and he walks in for a touchdown. Give that man a first-class ticket to the end zone. Mason Gudger makes it 6-0.
Greeneville could not ask for a better start to this game. Get a 3-and-out on defense and then march down the field and punch it in. Mason Gudger, untouched into the end zone. This is a statement drive for Greeneville there.
Number 6, Jaquan Price to hold.
And the kick is up and good. So the Green Devils strike first. They lead it 7-0 thanks to Mr. Gudger. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
At Friendship Ford in Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition. We're the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying center, and you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
We've finally gotten clearance for the Sky 5 drone. It's up and flying in our Jason Foundation recap. Casey.
8-play, 59-yard drive, a 2-yard touchdown run by Mason Gudger. Green Devils on top, 7-0. Beautiful Sky 5 drone up and flying around tonight on a perfect night. And these two teams, PJ, traditionally have played their regular season game in mid-October. This year it was bumped up to week 3 of the season. That doesn't mean there's any less importance on this game. We'll get into that, as the broadcast continues of what is at stake for tonight's game.
Yeah, the things in Class 4A are a little different this year than they were last year. In case you'll do all that explanation later, because it is kind of complicated. Cooper Graham on again to kick it off for the Green Devils. Another Toyota kickoff as we get you ready. Jake Roberts back to receive, along with Nate Stevens. And we're away again. Another short kick, and Stevens will come up for it at the 20, up to the 25, and he's manhandled down at the 30-yard line, where the Cyclones will take it over 1st and 10.
When you have two teams as good as these two are, the other team is going to make plays and score. There's going to be no shutouts in here, but now it's how do you respond when you get some adversity. For Elizabethton, they don't get a first down in their first possession. They give up a touchdown on defense in their first possession. How does the offense respond here? Even if they don't score, they got to get a couple first downs, try and get momentum back on their side a little bit.
There's one of the best offensive minds in the area. That was Sean Witten, former standout at Elizabethton, played at Virginia Tech, has been the successful head coach here. And Bryson Rollins up the sidelines for a nice gain. Number 10 can do that to you.
Already, that's an adjustment. In the first series, Rollins, we didn't see his legs at all. It was Cade Russell. Now they use Russell kind of a lead blocker here. Watch number 5 in the backfield get out in front. Get a nice block right there. Another one. Help his quarterback pick up 9 yards.
Second down and short. This will be Russell getting the first down. Another Bank of Tennessee first down. And the first down for the Cyclones tonight.
Elizabethton did not play last week. Their game against Ray County was postponed until October. So actually, this is the first home game of the year for Elizabethton, and it's their first home game since last year's state quarterfinal, where they beat Greeneville right on this field 24-20.
And one of the best games that we saw all of last year. Rollins waiting for the snap, running the option. He's going to keep it again over that left side where there's running room. He's almost up to the 50-yard line, again short of the first down.
You talked about Sean Witten, his offensive mind. We've seen an adjustment here. It's Rollins being the runner and Russell block. You see Jake Roberts, 17, out there blocking as well at the wide receiver position for Elizabethton. Pick up 8 yards. So Rollins has kept it twice on this drive for 17 yards. Now, how will Greeneville respond defensively to this move for Elizabethton?
There's Russell up the middle, short of the first down. He's manhandled by that front line of Greeneville. It's been tough going for Elizabethton going up the middle. Greeneville's been ready for that.
I mean, you got Richard Clarity up there, number 71. He's 6'1", 300 pounds. That's a good place to start. Terry Grove, number 55. He was on the Greeneville basketball team who won a state championship last year.
There's Clarity.
Gillespie, yeah.
That guy's had a biscuit or two in his life. 6'1", 300. Rollins over that left side. He's favored the left side, and it has worked for him as he gets yet another first down for the Cyclones. Bank of Tennessee first down. Elizabethton on the move, trying to answer Greeneville. Devils up 7-0. Coach Spradlin was telling Casey earlier this week how he had to learn that, hey, this Elizabeth game's kind of important to Greeneville.
Yeah, he said he's from Knoxville, and when he moved up to Greeneville, that was the first game people said was, you got to remember this Elizabethton game is special.
There's Russell finally getting some running room as he gets about 5 yards, taking the pitch from Rollins. Now, forget about Russell's size. He's not the biggest dude, but he is very physical, both on offense and defense.
Russell's listed at 6 foot, 205 pounds. Almost Emmanuel Dixon almost tripped up Russell there for Greeneville. Really, the one big thing on this drive for Elizabethton is they've been getting very positive yard on first down. 8 yards, 9 yards, 5 yards. That's a dream for an offense when it's second and short all the time.
You have to throw it. Rollins run the option, this time keeping. And getting close, but not quite to the first down. It's going to be third and short.
Tackle made by Peterson.
You figure where they're at right now, this will likely be 2-down territory. That would factor into the play call for Sean Witten here. It's 3rd and we'll say 3.
3rd and 3.
You talked about Jake Roberts being one of their weapons. They haven't gone to the air yet.
Just that one play on their first series. You had the overthrow, but this one has been exclusively on the ground with Rollins and Russell.
Rollins option on the right side. Cuts back, and I think he got the first down.
And he went to the right side of that offensive line for the first time behind Owen Slagle, Connor Johnson. They're the two seniors on this offensive line, 60 and 66. And those guys have been starters since their sophomore year in the state championship run at Elizabethton. And of course, last year's team had all 5 offensive starters back on the O-line from 19. 3 of those guys graduated last year, and Slagle and Johnson are the 2 leftovers.
Coach Witten this week in our sit-down interview talked about how Bryson Rollins has made him a better coach. And it's the way Bryson kind of leads his life. He just kind of glides through life, doesn't really get worried about a whole lot. And that's kind of the way he approaches the quarterback. He has that running style where he just kind of glides, and he's actually running faster than he looks like he's running.
In their opener 2 weeks ago against Science Hill, he did have a very long touchdown run. And yeah, when you see him going the distance, I'm not sure what this delay is here at the officials.
They're talking to Sean Witten, trying to get it straightened out, and apparently they have. Well, now they're talking to both teams.
I did see one of the officials run off the field. I don't know if he's maybe coming up here to run the play clock. They might be having some issues with the play clock down on the field.
Could be. Yep, here he comes right now. That's exactly what it is. So I guess the fastest official gets that job, Casey. Because that's a pretty good sprint from down there, and you have to go up the stairs in the back way to the press box where we are. There's where we are. We're in the luxury suite. Section CC. Country Club. All right, here we go. First down. Rollins keeps it. Now he's going to look around. He's looking for a receiver. He's got some company. Here comes Greeneville chasing him. Rollins throws it, and it's complete. A good scramble by Rollins. He got 5 where he should have gotten nothing. That was Stevens on the reception.
That's an incomplete pass. He didn't hang on to it there. Jacoby Gillespie popped him pretty good. But I'll tell you what, the Elizabethton offensive line did a great job at the beginning of the time. Rollins had all the time in the world, but the Greeneville secondary didn't allow him to throw it anywhere. Watch Rollins. He has all the time here. Finally, it breaks down, and he does a good job extending the play. And Stevens could not hang on to that one. And, of course, when Jacoby Gillespie is going to pop you like that, it's pretty easy to see why he wasn't able to hang on.
So it'll be second down and long with that juggle. Rollins drops straight back, throws down the sideline. Jake is out there. Jake Roberts goes up, but I think it's intercepted. It is intercepted in the end zone by Greeneville.
As Jaden Stevenson.
So Robbins was fighting for the ball, but it was a little underthrown.
There is a flag back in the backfield here.
And this may be why. It could be roughing the passer. See what it is. That's exactly what it is, roughing the passer. So Elizabethton gets a reprieve. You see Roberts really frustrated that he couldn't get that ball away from Stevenson, but now it's not going to matter. Spradlin not happy about that. But not arguing the call either.
Stevenson did a good job, even though it doesn't count that interception. He did a good job turning his head around and locating the ball. And this is a huge play. I mean, that's a turnover for Greeneville.
Yep.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer on the defense. Number 1. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
First and 10.
That's Anthony Peterson.
The junior linebacker got called for the roughing the passer, and again, a huge play there. Instead of it being Greeneville ball, now Elizabethton has a first down inside the Greeneville 20-yard line, inside the red zone.
Rollins looking things over. There's his handoff. Russell up the middle again, testing that middle. Not a whole lot of running room.
Russell on the carry. Hit first by number 71, Rashad Clarity. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Spradlin going at his defense there, trying to get him to pick up the pace.
That's a pivotal series now. Can Elizabethton take advantage of that gift they got there on the roughing the passer?
Rollins on the option. He's got a blocker. Russell is out there. Here goes Rollins to the left side. He's got a couple people to beat. He's up to the 5. Here comes a flag in late. Could be a holding call.
There's a flag on the play.
You wonder if maybe they got Jake Roberts on Elizabethton, the receiver, holding.
I believe that's what it is, Casey. So Rollins doing a lot of good work with his feet, but some of that's going to be coming back.
Holding offense number 9. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Down replay, 2nd down.
It was not Roberts, it was Jariah Griffin, number 9, freshman wide receiver.
Brings up 2nd.
Oh, there he is right there. Hit the interlocked arms. Good job by our replay crew to give you that. 7-0 Greeneville. Elizabethton threatening now on 2nd down and long. Rollins back to pass.
The screen here.
Little screen to Russell. He's got a couple people to beat as he cuts it back to the left side. He's got some running room, but he's caught from behind. He's drugged down after really just a 4-yard gain, maybe 3.
Emmanuel Dixon, the big tackle there for Greeneville. If he didn't get Russell there, that might have went to the distance. A screen to the right, and Russell breaks a tackle.
What's this move right here? Whoop. That's a great move by Russell, but then as he gets in the open, he's caught from behind. Speed kills, as they say. You got to have it.
3rd and 9 for Elizabethton. The ball is at the 17-yard line. They need to get down to the 8. I wonder if they're going to call a timeout, and Coach Whitten just call a timeout for Elizabethton.
So they're taking timeout, so will we. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Thanks, I'm here for a great deal.
Great deals are kind of our thing. You can save on the 2021s while they last, like Camry, Venza, Corolla.
Watching them come and go is really getting to my neck.
Occupational hazard this time of year. Got to keep it loose.
Get a great deal on the legendary 4Runner, or get a rugged new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing up to 72 months, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium, everyone. P.J. Johnson along with Casey Getz. We've got a thriller here. Greeneville scores 7-0. Elizabethton is threatening on a key 3rd down and long, Case.
3rd and 9 from the 18-yard line. Sean Whitten, I think one of the things he has to think about is this 4-down territory? Or is it going to be dependent on what happens on 3rd down? That could influence the play call here. You see 3 receivers, top of the screen. Roberts at the bottom by himself.
Quarterback draw. Rollins staying on his feet. That is going to be very close to a 1st down.
I think he's a little short.
Depends on where they mark it because he slid.
Whenever you slide feet first, it's where you start the slide.
Stop made by number 19, Mason Laws.
Looks like they brought in the big boys. They're going to measure.
It seems like every high school game we do, they have this full house backfield now with just the biggest guys on the team, and they just push the quarterback through. The old bulldozer play, we started calling it. But it works. Why not?
Yeah, they're going to measure it first here. They said it was short on the field, but now they're going to measure. We'll see.
Heck of an effort by Ross. Oh, my goodness. Look how close that is.
Great shot.
They get the kink out of the chain. It's going to be about that far.
All right, so definitely go for it here. And you would expect, again, 2 or 3 backs in the back and Rollins under center. And one thing you got to make sure you get a clean quarterback center exchange on the snap. You don't want to rush it, in the center this short distance. You may try to rush it to want to block the guy right across. If I'm Greeneville, I want clarity right over top of the ball.
And that appears to be where he's going to be.
Looks like they're going to leave Rollins in the shotgun here.
Yeah. Rollins off tackle. He's going to, I don't know. I'm not sure. Depends on his forward progress, but that's going to be close. You saw how much he needed. About a foot long of a sandwich there is all he needed. He may have gotten a special, the 6-incher.
First down.
They did give it to him. First down. Bank of Tennessee first down for the Cyclones.
Now the big boys get out of the game. Good job.
You did your job, big fellas. They even had Trenton Taylor in there. The biggest of the big boys.
We're under 30 seconds left in the first quarter. If Elizabethton doesn't score here and they keep it on the ground, this could be the final play of the first quarter.
Bryson Rollins has done a little bit of everything tonight. Hands it off. Again, Russell testing the middle, getting closer to the goal line.
And that should do it for the first quarter.
Russell on the keeper. And first by number 9, Keelan Lister.
And Russell lost his helmet. He'll have to come out for a play.
And there comes the clock. And that will end the first quarter. It's been everything that was advertised to be. Greeneville leads Elizabethton 7-0. Back with the second quarter. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
At Friendship Ford in Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition. We're the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying center, and you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Hi, I'm Philip Fulmer, and as a Tennessean like me, I'm sure you have that volunteer spirit we all share. It's that willingness to jump in and do whatever it takes to help those around you. In Tennessee, many of our young people need help to fight the silent epidemic of youth suicide, but there are those unwilling to talk about it. We need people like you to raise your voice, to not be silent. Learn more at TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
To Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
The Sky 5 drone with a beautiful view of Citizens Bank Stadium. The Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. Big second quarter starts with Elizabethton threatening. They trail in this game 7-0, but the Cyclones are knocking on the door, Casey.
Second and goal from the 3 in the first quarter. PJ, Elizabethton had the ball for 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Greeneville just 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wow. Rollins looking things over. He's going to run straight ahead. Now he breaks it to the outside, and he'll get a couple.
He went from the 3 down to the 2. Some other total yards was 57-54 in favor of Elizabethton, but they ran 16 plays. Greeneville had just 8.
As we said, this is the best game in the state tonight, so a lot of folks are watching on Facebook Live across the state. We appreciate all you folks tuning in, as always.
All right, expect another Rollins run here.
And you're right, off the left side, he's got a man to beat. He steps back, and Rollins is in for a touchdown. Elizabethton 1 point short of tying the game. A Toyota touchdown for Bryson Rollins.
PJ, you talk about Bryson Rollins being smooth as a runner. He was dancing in a phone booth right there. I mean, he would have been tackled for a loss, or should have been, but just a quick slide laterally. Watch this right there. That cutback enables him to get in for the touchdown.
Now, Elizabethton's kicker is Sean Smith-Dill, a veteran of last season. And the extra points are his specialty. As I say that, this one is blocked off to the left. And Elizabethton's extra point try is no good. So Greeneville leads it 7-0 thanks to, Bryson Rollins getting the touchdown to make it close. More of Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers after this.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA Travel Center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
You're ready to buy or build a home. Should you deal with a bank that sells your loan, has big closing costs and slow loan closings? At Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, we don't sell your loan. Our closing costs are some of the best in the market, and our approval and closing time are at the tops in the industry. The comparison says it all. Caring, saving, fast, and efficient. Qualities of Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. For over 80 years, the bank's small enough to care, yet big enough to bring you the best in banking.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
And welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium, everyone. Elizabethton misses the extra point, so they trail at 7-6. So, Casey, how did it happen?
The Jason Foundation scoring recap. Drive summary, 14 plays, 70 yards, a 2-yard touchdown run by Bryson Rollins. PJ, that drive took 7 minutes, 43 seconds. That is more than half of a quarter that Elizabethton had the ball. And we talked about after Greeneville went up 7-0, how would they respond? Well, that is a great response, minus the missed extra point by the Cyclones. Now it's how will the Elizabethton defense respond after allowing Greeneville to march right down the field very quickly on their first possession.
That's a very good point. Sean Smith-Dill will kick it off, a Toyota kickoff for Elizabethton. Brady Quillen had a great opening drive, both running and moving the ball to his receivers. We'll see if he can keep it going as Smith-Dill pooches this one up to just about the 25-yard line, where Greeneville's, that's Gillespie, up the left sidelines, but he did step out at about the 42, it looks like.
Coming up later in the game, we will pick our Tennessee Tough Unsung Hero, the Tennessee Titans, with this sponsorship. And this is somebody who doesn't usually get a lot of love, whether it's a lineman, maybe a third or fourth receiver. It won't be one of the quarterbacks or probably running backs. We'll just go out on a limb and say that. But it'll be somebody that maybe doesn't get a lot of the accolades. We'll pick that coming up later in this game.
First down for the Green Devils. Quillen's done a good job, junior quarterback, directing this offense. He's not been shy about running the ball. Pitches it this time as a Greeneville trying to use some of that speed, but boy, Elizabethton was ready for it as they ramped him up, and he went nowhere. That was Dabbs getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play for Elizabethton. Ajante Dabbs for Greeneville got the little pop pass. Trenton Taylor, 74. Good pursuit. Some gang tackling by, again, Mr. Russell, who's everywhere for Elizabethton.
He really is. Quillen on second down now. Takes it to Gudger. Now he tries to run, and boy, they got him hemmed again. This Elizabethton defense has made up for that first drive.
That was Trenton Taylor, the big 6'5", 285-pound senior. Did a great job kind of hedging his bets, playing both of them right here. And then, boom, goes right to Quillen. Some good lateral speed by the big man.
Quillen's jersey started out as an XL, but now it's an XXL after Trent stretched it out for him. Third down and long for the Devils. Quillen changing the play. He's going to go to the air. Big rush. Quillen trying to get out of there. Off the run. He throws it, and it's up and incomplete.
That's Russell, broke it up. Just really impressed by Cade Russell. He has been everywhere defensively. A couple of big hits. Good job by the offensive line here. Then Quillen does a really nice job getting out, and almost they could have possibly called that a late hit as well.
So the Devils will have to kick it away. Jake Roberts back to receive the punt. Returned the punts last year for Elizabethton. This will be sky high. Well, we got a chance. Let's talk to our friends at the mortgage company.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial decisions and biggest financial investments that most people make. And people need to understand how important building your financial future is in regards to tying yourself to home ownership. When you're renting, you're basically renting time 1 month at a time, building someone else's future. So prepare yourself to be able to buy a home, because it can be one of your biggest and best financial strategies as you prepare toward your older age and retirement.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
And we appreciate the support from Fairway Mortgage. Elizabethton answering the call on defense, and now the Cyclones will try to take the lead for the first time tonight, Casey.
Really, this game, just the adjustments both staffs have made here, it's been so fun to watch. The first possession for both teams, it was an advantage to Greeneville. They get a 3-and-out defensively, march right down the field. And it's Elizabethton's turn to respond. They go right down the field and score a long touchdown. Then they force a 3-and-out. So just a great chess match so far for both coaches.
Certainly, and I'm surprised so far that Gudger has touched the ball so little. He's been mostly a decoy. He did score the touchdown. I'm sure that will change as the night moves on. Bryson Rollins back from the shotgun. And this time he hands it off. That's Stevens getting a good run up the middle for about 6 or 7. Our Toyota drive of the game will be coming up later in the fourth quarter. We'll analyze all the data. We'll run it through our computers, and we'll select the Toyota drive of the game. That'll be later on Friday Night Rivals.
Here's some new helmets you see for Greeneville. The white, all white here, the white helmet. The white helmets are new for them this year. Nice shot of those beauties.
Here comes Rollins running it on the right side, close to the first down, and I think he's got it. It'll be a Toyota first down for Bryson Rollins.
You see Nate Stevens, who got that first carry. He's in the backfield with Rollins. I think Russell's getting a bit of a breather.
Probably getting an ice bath with some of the hits he's made tonight. Of course, Stevens is a speedster. We've seen him break some in the past. Number 21, he can pick him up and put him down.
Russell and Stevens, both juniors on this Elizabethton team.
This is Stevens breaking a tackle, but that was just one. There was a couple more to come. So not much for Stevens on that carry.
Yeah, he slipped out of the bear claws of big Rashard Clarity, number 71. Stevens had to be surprised seeing that right there and breaks out of that one, but there are about 5 more Green Devils right there. Good pursuit by the Greeneville defense.
Second down and long for Elizabethton. Doing most of the damage on the ground tonight. And they'll continue on the ground. Russell off the left side.
This was something Elizabethton really didn't face very much on their second drive. Is 3rd and long. They did on the first drive.
You talked about how Elizabethton was able to get 7-8 yards on first down and how important that is on their offense, for their offense.
Absolutely. Now, on the scoring drive Elizabethton had, they had a 3rd and 8, and that was a designed run they had for Rollins. So we'll see here what they go with on this 3rd and 7. They have no receivers at the top of the screen. Does Elizabethton, all 3 at the bottom.
Rollins running left. He's got a blocker. He leaps one, but he did not go anywhere. Great defense by the Green Devils.
Jackson Tillery with the tackle, and there had to be some confusion there for Elizabethton. The receivers at the bottom, they were looking at the sidelines for the play. When the ball was snapped, they were like, oh, it was going the other way. But this play was doomed from the start for Elizabethton. Nice job by Tillery with the tackle.
Greeneville had more defenders than Elizabethton had blockers. That's the key to stopping a run game on no matter what level of football you play. So Rollins will be back to punt now as the defense for the Green Devils does its job. Gillespie back to receive it. Rollins really puts his foot into this one over the head of Gillespie, and now it's going to bounce about to the maybe 11-yard line. What a kick by the quarterback. So it's a 7-6 ball game.
The Green Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Toyota and your local Toyota dealer are combining resources to support our area high schools. We stand together as community partners for our high school athletes and their families to help schools and students get the most out of their high school years. Toyota is proud to join News 5 WCYB, Fox 39 WEMT, and Tri-Cities CW to provide each host team with a charitable donation to their school. Proudly presented by Toyota and your local Toyota dealer. Tonight's donation goes to the Elizabethton Cyclones.
So we did have a play while we were gone. Gudger with a short run of about 5, and now it'll be 2nd down and 5.
So we're approaching the midway point of the second quarter.
Quillen at quarterback. Dabs in motion. And here comes a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Should be some
false start.
Kind of illegal motion.
Offense,
illegal
number 57.
Against Greeneville.
Down remains 2nd
They
down.
have 2-minute motion when they snap the ball. It's not the Canadian Football League. So that brings us back to 2nd down and 10. So they lost the 5 of the game with Gudger. We talked to the Greeneville coaches about some of the college interests that Gudger's getting. Mostly smaller colleges and 1AA, but this kid can play. I think the more people that see him, more chances he'll have to play on the next level.
Gudger's put on about 15 to 20 pounds from last season. He was about 160 last year. He's now like 175, 180.
Quillen from the shotgun. Hand off to Gudger. No, yes, it is Gudger. Almost had me.
Last year when they played, these two teams, each of the last two seasons have played twice. Elizabethton winning all four. Last year, Elizabethton won 44-10 at Greeneville in the regular season. It was a very close game for the first half. Elizabethton, really pulled away in the second half. But the playoff game, Gudger had 2 touchdown runs, or 2 runs of over 85 yards. So in the first game, they really bottled him up. Not so much in the playoff game. All it takes is one play for Gudger to take it to the house.
He is that fast. Quillen on third down. Fakes to Gudger. He's going to put it in the air. It's out to Gillespie. He's got one man to beat, and he does. Now it's a foot race. Gillespie down the sidelines. He's going to cut it back. Defender falls down. Here goes Gillespie, and nobody's going to catch him now. He's gone for a Greeneville touchdown. Wow, what an individual effort by Jacoby Gillespie.
Just a special play right there by a special player. 82-yard touchdown. And Gillespie did it all. This ball was thrown out just really quick to Gillespie. Almost a lateral pass there down the line. And he had one man miss. Broke another tackle. This cutback right here. And it was see you later. 82 yards for Jacoby Gillespie. And that's what speed can do.
Graham on for the extra point. And that's good. So Greeneville strikes again. They lead it 14-6 as Gillespie puts on a show. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers. Bye-bye.
Get $1,000 customer cash on any stylish new 21 Corolla. Get 2.49 financing plus $750 TFS finance cash on Camry or lease Camry for $229 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Suicide is one of the leading causes of preventable death in our state. Learn how you can be a part of the solution at TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com.
Fireworks in Elizabethton as the Green Devils hit with the big play. Jacoby Gillespie putting on a show, Casey.
The Jason Foundation drive summary, 3 plays, 88 yards, a minute 51 off the clock. And you've seen the contrast. When Greeneville scores, they're doing it in a hurry. Elizabethton's scoring drive took more than half of a quarter.
Ready again for the Toyota kickoff. Cooper Graham will boot it out for the Green Devils. Jake Roberts back to receive. It's a low hard kick. Stevens will take it. He's up to the 20, to the 25, and that's all she wrote. Coming up at halftime, of course, it's the Friendship Hyundai halftime report. We'll have a little bit of everything for you. Recap the first half, some special interviews, and a lot more coming up at halftime. Thanks to our friends at Friendship.
It's a big drive for Elizabethton, TJ, down 14-6, but also because Greeneville will get this second half kickoff. So if Elizabethton is unable to score on this possession, as we see a beautiful shot here of Citizens Bank Stadium on the Sky 5 drone. Big drive because if Elizabethton doesn't score, Greeneville could potentially punch it in before the half and then get the second half kickoff.
Here comes Rollins to Roberts, up to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 32. He's going to dance his way up to the 35, and he's hit out of bounds. And there comes a little extracurricular activity. So Elizabethton's going to get a few more yards.
And we'll see. It looked to me like it was Mason Laws, number 19, that might have had the extra shove out of bounds for Greeneville.
Was that the first completion of the night for Rollins?
I think it was the second.
They have not thrown very much tonight. That little shovel pass was their first, wasn't it? Perhaps their first.
After the play was over, we have a dead ball, personal foul, offense, number 19. That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the start of the run. First down.
Referee said offense. He misspoke there, meant defense. But that was Mason Laws for Greeneville that got flagged for the 15 yards. And now all of a sudden, Elizabethton's across midfield.
Rollins checking things over with Sean Witten. Russell over the left side. He's going to be hit hard. This kid, oh man, he fights for every yard. He got a couple.
And Russell got up a little gingerly on that one. He's going to come off the field.
You can see him limping off the field. Stevens will come in to replace him.
Somebody put a big lick on Russell at the end of this play right here. He bounced off somebody, then he turned around and just got walloped.
Right there.
Yeah.
Rollins looking to the air. He's going to scramble. Plenty of time. Still looking. Throws it out. It's got Roberts. Roberts got some of that yardage that he needed. He's going to be a couple yards short of the first down.
You can see them attending to Russell down on the sidelines, and that'll be something we'll certainly keep an eye on here. He is so big to Elizabethton on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. 3rd and 4 for Elizabethton.
Rollins waiting for the snap.
Greeneville maybe show we're going to bring some pressure.
Rollins going to run over the right side. He gets a block, and then he's hit in the backfield. He's going to be stopped short.
As Jackson Tillery again, he's been very good tackling from the corner position, and Rollins lost his helmet. So if Elizabethton wants to go for this, Coach Witten's going to have to probably call a timeout to get Rollins back in the game. And he's also the punter, so.
Now he's saying, Witten is saying, get in there. He does have the backup in the game. Dalton Mitchell.
I think Coach Witten's going to take this play clock down and then call a timeout.
It appears that is the plan. There is the timeout. So he takes a timeout. We take a timeout. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion is back in 2021. Watch News 5 today at 6 a.m. and News 5 tonight at 11 this Friday and next Monday through Thursday for your chance to win tickets to this year's Rhythm and Roots. The 5th caller will win 4 one-day passes to Rhythm and Roots Reunion, September 10th through 12th. For more information, go to WCYB.com's contest page. Join News 5 in Food City as we celebrate National Family Meals Month. There are a lot of reasons to cook at home. It saves money, it can be healthy, and it offers a chance to spend more time with the people you love. Now there's another good reason. Send us a photo of your family mealtime and you can see yourself on News 5 at 5 or 6 p.m. Featured entries will also receive a $50 Food City gift card. Go to WCYB.com/contest for more information. Send in your photos and let's get cooking.
Welcome back to Elizabethton. Not a seat to be had tonight. Packed on both sides of the field. And, of course, we've got a huge viewing audience tonight as well. Everybody across the state interested in this game, Casey.
A lot of people were asking us, you're broadcasting the Greeneville-Elizabethton game, right? Like, yes, we are. Good, good. That's what we wanted to see.
Facebook Live, of course. Our folks at our Honda dealers, Tri-City Honda dealers, are helping out with that. So here we go. And Rollins still out of the game.
Now another timeout for Coach Witten.
That's the third and final timeout for Elizabethton in this first half.
Now, wasn't Rollins eligible to come back since they took a timeout?
I thought that was my understanding of it, is you have to come out of the game for a play unless you want to take a timeout, but
not sure what the mix-up was there since they took a timeout to run that specific play. The quarterback looked confused, like, wait a minute, is that what we talked about? Hey, you know what? While we got a chance, let's hear from my buddy Dave Dirks.
From the devastating flooding in Hurley, Virginia are underway, and you can help.
Hi, I'm Kevin Stafford. Food City is proud to partner with United Way of Southwest Virginia, WCYB, for relief efforts to help our neighbors in Buchanan County suffering from the devastating flooding.
Now through Sunday, September 12th, you can make a donation at any Food City store when you check out. All donations go to the United Way of Southwest Virginia. The need is urgent. Please donate now, and thank you for your help.
And we were with Dave earlier tonight for those gourmet burgers. And if you saw our news coverage this week of the situation in Hurley, it was just so sad and an incredible situation up there. So help if you can.
Just want to clarify, we got from our official, Steve Honaker, that you have to be out for one play, no exceptions, when the helmet comes off. So you can't use a timeout to get him back in the game.
There goes Stevens. Reach for the first down. He's going to be short.
He's short. It was 4th and 3. Now we got a flag that came in, but that seemed to be well after the play was over.
See what the call is. Oh, first foul, Elizabethton.
So not only does Greeneville get the ball, it's currently at the 40-yard line in Greeneville. With this penalty, now we'll put it into Elizabethton territory.
So first down, Greeneville. This explosive offense of Greeneville back on
After
the field.
The play was over, number 21, offense, head-butted, personal foul, 15-yard penalty. It'll be a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10, Green Devils from the 45.
That was on Nate Stevens. The ball carrier on that play gets called for headbutting. A 15-yard penalty. Now Greeneville is going to start this drive at the Elizabethton 45-yard line, up by 8 points.
Quillen running the offense. Hands to Gudger. Tries the middle. Keeps those feet moving. Gets a couple. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here before we head to halftime.
You see Bryson Rollins is actually out on the field playing defense. Wonder if he's out there, number 10. He's in the secondary. Wonder if he's taking the spot of Cade Russell.
Quillen rolling, throwing, hard hit.
As Jacoby Gillespie with the catch for Greeneville.
Gillespie has been the man tonight. Toyota first down for Greeneville. Gudger keeps his feet. Gudger's breaking loose. Gudger's speed takes him to the end zone for a touchdown. Greeneville's back on the board. But there is a flag in the backfield.
Mason Gudger broke a couple tackles. That would have been a no-gainer, and he breaks through and takes it to the house, but it's coming back due to holding against the Green Devils.
A tremendous individual effort by Mason Gudger. We talked about his speed. He and Stevenson were part of a 440 relay team that finished second in the state last year.
Offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Penalties against the right tackle, Cameron Lester.
You'll see it here on the right side of your screen.
He was holding T.J. Little, number 14 for Elizabethton.
So Quillen from the shotgun. Quillen Plenty of time. He's going to have to scramble for his life. He throws it up. Gillespie's out there, but he could not haul it in.
That would have been a very nice one-handed catch there by Jacoby Gillespie, unable to pull it in. Brady Quillen, really, the way he can maneuver in the pocket is very impressive. He can extend a play.
Watch him here. This is what Casey's talking about. He rolls out to the right, and he throws a good football, just a little bit out. Odell Beckham style for Jacoby Gillespie. Just don't have giant hands that Odell has.
The 1:44 left in the half. Greeneville all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. And they got a timeout, I think, for Greeneville. The play clock was down to 1. And it is the...
They take a timeout, and so will we. We've got a good one. It's 14-6. Greeneville on top. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Cleanup efforts from the devastating flooding in Hurley, Virginia are underway, and you can help.
Hi, I'm Kevin Stafford. Food City is proud to partner with United Way of Southwest Virginia, WCYB, for relief efforts to help our neighbors in Buchanan County suffering from the devastating flooding.
Now through Sunday, September 12th, you can make a donation at any Food City store when you check out. All donations go to the United Way of Southwest Virginia. The need is urgent. Please donate now, and thank you for your help.
Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion is back in 2021. Watch News 5 today at 6 a.m. and News 5 tonight at 11 this Friday and next Monday through Thursday for your chance to win tickets to this year's Rhythm and Roots. The 5th caller will win 4 one-day passes to Rhythm and Roots Reunion, September 10th through 12th. For more information, go to WCYB.com's contest page.
It's number 1 against number 2 tonight. This game living up to its billing. Greeneville trying to put another touchdown on the board as our Sky 5 drone flies above. Quillen from the shotgun, man in motion. Fake the Gudger. Toss to Gillespie, cuts it up on the inside, uses that speed, breaks another tackle, stays on his feet, gets the first down the right sidelines, and he's going to be just short of a touchdown. Jacoby Gillespie does it again. Another Toyota touchdown, or first down.
Gillespie has been very, very special in the second quarter. Another quick throw to the outside, and watch how many tackles he breaks. There's 1. There's 2. And then he turns on the Jets and drags the third defender about another 5 yards. And he's not even, and he's going to college to play basketball at Belmont. He's committed to Belmont to play basketball. He held Greeneville in the state title in basketball back in earlier this year.
Somebody's going to watch this game and give him a better offer for football. Quillen, Gudger, touchdown Greeneville. A Toyota touchdown as Greeneville tries to break this game wide open.
Nothing fancy here. Good job by the big boys up front to create a hole. Gudger not touched on that short touchdown run, his second of the game. It's 20-6 Greeneville.
Graham's on for the extra point. He's been perfect so far. And he'll stay that way. Greeneville moves that needle up north. 21-6. Greeneville on top of Elizabethton. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Weather in the Tri-Cities can change quickly. Storm Track 5 keeps you on top of the changes with your earliest warning possible. Expert storm tracking and live conditions on all your screens. Always trust Storm Track 5 to alert you to severe weather danger. Cleanup efforts from the devastating flooding in Hurley, Virginia are underway, and you can help.
Hi, I'm Kevin Stafford. Food City is proud to partner with United Way of Southwest Virginia, WCYB, for relief efforts to help our neighbors in Buchanan County suffering from the devastating flooding.
Now through Sunday, September 12th, you can make a donation at any Food City store when you check out. All donations go to the United Way of Southwest Virginia. The need is urgent. Please donate now, and thank you for your help.
Football is back with a huge kickoff game. We've got the Buccaneers not that kind. There you go. The champs playing the Cowboys. Not even close. Cowboys-Bucks. NFL kickoff on NBC and Peacock.
So they're checking out the video on the sideline. That's probably the Elizabethton defense. Like, how do we stop these guys? That's pretty advanced. Look at that. Got the video right there on the big screen.
Right now, the Elizabethton offense, they have a minute 27 to try and get something maybe on the board before halftime, because, again, Greeneville will receive the second half kickoff already up by 15 points. That last Jason Foundation drive summary, 5 plays, 45 yards, a short touchdown run by by Gudger. Gillespie has 4 catches for 141 yards in the first half.
And he's a basketball player. He's an athlete, is what he is. Of course, we've known his grandfather forever, former racer Alan Johnson.
Going on a limb, I think Allen is probably in attendance tonight.
I would think so. Cooper Graham with a kickoff again. Stevens will return it. He's up to the 20, to the 25, breaks a tackle, maybe gets it to the 30, where Elizabethton will try to get something on the board with a minute 20 left.
Now, these are those special situations you work on in the summer, all camp. You got a minute 20, no timeouts. Ball's at the 33-yard line, 30-yard line. I'm Elizabethton. I'm going for a touchdown on this drive. You got to do something here again. If you were going to get the ball to start the second half, I'd maybe be a little more conservative. But down 2 scores, and you're going to have to give the ball back to Greeneville to start the second half. I'm going for a touchdown here.
So Rollins from the backfield is going to roll out, looking for a receiver, throws it out, and it's complete. Again, it's his favorite receiver, Roberts, up to the 40.
Great job by Roberts to get out of bounds. Elizabethton coaching staff, Sean Witten, you want to call play to use the sideline with no timeouts to get out of bounds, save the clock. One thing, if you're Greeneville, you don't want to have a prevent, certainly, but you don't want to get beat deep. They're waiting to see if it's going to be a first down or not here. The ball was on the 30. This ball is just touching the 40, so that'll be a first down.
First and 10, Cyclones.
So that first play took 5 seconds, so they get a first down.
Rollins from the shotgun. Roberts again. Upended at 48. He stays in bounds.
Yeah, would like to. He did cut that back inside to try and get a couple extra yards. Maybe would like to see him get out of bounds there to stop the clock.
Less than a minute. Rollins, straight drop back, big rush, steps up. There's more. He's got some company. He scrambles. Throws it out to his little receiver. Stevens steps out of bounds, but he'll have the first down.
I'll tell you what, Elizabethton's lucky he stepped out of bounds because he cut that back in, and that clock would have stopped for the first down. But in Elizabethton with no timeouts, they have to be strategic here. You watch Stevens, he steps out right there with his right foot.
Yeah. Good call by the official, right on top of it.
This ball's at the 47-yard line of Greeneville. The clock does stop at high school for a first down.
They've got more yardage than seconds, just 38 seconds left. Little trick play as Jake Roberts gets the end around. He can throw it, and he will throw it up, and it's complete for a first down over the middle. But there is a flag down. We'll have to see what that is.
That ball was caught by Jariah Griffin, a freshman, but I think this might be coming back, and it is a holding against Elizabethton.
So certainly a play Elizabethton had worked on this week. We knew Jake Roberts, great all-around athlete, can throw the ball. And even though the play worked, it's going to be coming back.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, first down.
All right, we See, I think that might have been the hold right there. This one now all the way back to the Elizabethton 35-yard line. First and 28. And the clock is running.
They may just say Serenara here. They're so far away, you know. And a little flare pass out, complete, out of bounds.
All right, clock stops at 9 seconds.
A few yards back. Well, if they've got a rabbit in their hat, they need to pull it right here.
Maybe what you could do is run another quick, 7-8 yard out, get a few more yards, get out of bounds, and then let Rollins take a shot at the end zone on a Hail Mary.
And go to the other side.
You can throw this.
Roberts tucks it up. He's going to go down the sidelines, breaks the tackle, gets the first down, and out of bounds. 1 second left.
1 second. Now, I think where he went out of bounds was, this is too far for your field goal here.
Yeah.
He got some yardage, but at least you can now take a shot at the end zone. He got out of bounds at about 39-yard line is what they call it here. So if you're Greeneville, maybe you want to take a timeout, make sure everything is set up here defensively.
Witten changing players, changing plays.
And that's what Coach Eddie Spradlin's going to do. He called a timeout. Everybody needs to be on the same page here on this play.
Timeout, Cyclones.
So what do you think here, Casey? You're down to one play. 1 second. It's one play. Greeneville obviously can't let anything go deep. You play some safety back at the 5-yard line just as a kind of a prevent defense.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see maybe 3 or 4 Green Devils lined up at about the 5 or 10-yard line. But certainly if you're Elizabethton, either buy time and let Rollins throw it in the end zone, or if you have some type of hook and ladder trick play where maybe you want to throw it to around the 10-15-yard line and maybe get somebody coming a different way behind them. But I would expect them just to buy some time and let Rollins throw this up in the end zone. And whether it's Roberts or Dalton Mitchell, somebody go up and try and high point it. But the problem is you got Gillespie and Stevenson, those guys defensively that probably can jump higher than the Elizabethton receiver. So it's certainly not advantageous for the Hail Mary. But don't be surprised if number 7 is around where this ball comes down. And you see, look at Greeneville in the back end. They got 3 guys lined up across the 20-yard line. You can't really see them in the screen.
Gillespie's also off the left deep as well. See what kind of arm Rollins has here. You get a big rush. Oh, they're going to go short. Jake Roberts up to the 30. Breaks it over. Breaks the tackle. Then he is tackled from behind.
There's a face mask.
Oh, now the first half cannot end on a penalty. So Elizabethton's going to have an untimed play.
Do they want to kick a field goal?
Because they'll get 15 more yards, right?
It might be half the distance. I think that was inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so it'd be about the 10. It is a face mask. Good call, Case. It's a 21-6 game. So do you go for the touchdown? Do you try to get the 3 points to try to get rid of that extra point you missed?
I think you need to take points if you can. You're down by 15. I know 12 doesn't really cut it into one possession game.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 22.
Well, the worst possible scenario.
15-yard penalty or half the distance penalty. Down remains first down.
And Elizabethton's going to go for the field goal, and Sean Smithfield will come out for this untimed down. The ball's at the 10-yard line.
So it's a glorified extra point, basically, another 10 yards.
A little further than that, yeah.
We saw Smithfield last year make several of these field goals. Straight on, great view by our camera. Low snap, and that ball is hooked left.
He missed it left,
and he missed it. So Elizabethton cannot capitalize, and Greeneville's go into halftime leading 21-6. What's going to happen? We'll tell you more on the Friendship Hyundai halftime report coming up after this.
At ECU, we love helping members find the right mortgage loan to fit their budget. Whether you want to build, buy, or upgrade your home,
ECU is by your side every step of the way with up to 100% financing, great rates, and so much more.
So you can spend less time worrying about your home loans and more time finding the perfect backyard, an amazing view, or even the kitchen of your dreams. Home loans. It's what we do.
Whoa, he's good.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last. Ooh, Venza. Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
Get 2.49 financing plus 750 TFS finance cash on any new 21 Highlander, Highlander Hybrid, or gas-powered RAV4. Or lease a RAV4 for $209 a month.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
Soldier, it seems to me that you have a chip on your shoulder.
Yes, sir. The chipped ham sandwich from Pal's, sir.
You back-talking me, son?
No, sir. It's got thinly sliced, 96% fat-free ham, mayo, fresh lettuce, and crispy pickles, sir.
Oh, yeah? Drop and give me 50.
Sir, I only have one, sir.
You don't even have that now.
The chipped ham sandwich, available only at Pal's Sudden Service. Great food in a flash.
'Cause I took it.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Welcome to the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Betsy, everyone. The Green Devils making quite a statement, leading 21-6 at halftime. Time now for the Marsh Propane Educator Spotlight with Olivia Bailey.
Tonight's Educator Spotlight is sponsored by Marsh Propane, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia.
Welcome back to the Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals. We have Greeneville High School Principal Mr. Martin McDonald here with us. And Mr. McDonald, we were talking a little bit about the disruption of COVID-19, obviously, with the public school system. But you all just got some data back that looks positive for you all here at Greeneville.
Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of our staff. Our staff worked really hard last year to continue to focus on our academic success of our students. We look at 2 different things. We look at proficiency on our state tests. We look at math, we look at English, social studies, and science. In the state testing that we did last year across 7 different subjects, we were able to exceed the state average in every one of those. And when we looked at how we stacked up against other districts in the state, we were in the top 10 in all 7 of those subject areas, which was fantastic for us. So that was in the area of achievement, so showing that our students were proficient in these areas like English, math, science. We also were really excited to get back our data yesterday that shows that we were a high growth school. So across all the domains of the state measures, we were level 5s in each of those areas.
And we obviously are seeing students back here on campus and seeing this continue. For you all to kind of make those adjustments over the past year or so, how has that adjustment been since you all have been back in school?
Last year was definitely probably the most difficult year for many of the educators to face. We had situations where we were fully virtual and hybrid, and people were coming and going, and it just seemed very disconnected. This year, I think we're still facing a challenge of COVID. The Delta variant has proven to be potentially more impacting on students than we were all expecting at the beginning of the summer. But our focus as a school has still been on trying to meet all of the needs of our students, not just the academic ones, but the social emotional well-being, the nutritional ones, the social aspects, so that we're really able to kind of treat them like a whole child. So that's been our focus, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
And a lot of work by our educators here in the region. Thank you so much, Mr. McDonald, for joining us. That's another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals.
Thank you very much, Olivia. Now, one of the mysteries of the world, the Greeneville Band wearing blue. Enjoy.
But now I know it, so I can write this song. It's true. God works in mysterious ways. And you never know when you're going through something, if it's going to turn out to be a blessing.
more of the Friendship Hyundai halftime report after this.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
At ECU, we love helping members find the right mortgage loan to fit their budget. Whether you want to build, buy, or upgrade your home,
ECU is by your side every step of the way with up to 100% financing, great rates, and so much more.
So you can spend less time worrying about your home loans and more time finding the perfect backyard, an amazing view, or even the kitchen of your dreams. Home loans, it's what we do!
Whoa, he's good.
Hi, I'm Philip Fulmer, and as a Tennessean like me, I'm sure you have that volunteer spirit we all share. It's that willingness to jump in and do whatever it takes to help those around you. In Tennessee, many of our young people need help to fight the silent epidemic of youth suicide, but there are those unwilling to talk about it. We need people like you to raise your voice, to not be silent. Learn more at TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com.
Everything we do is in search of more go. We go. So it goes. So you can go.
Call John Leggs Heating and Air Conditioning now for any repairs or tune-ups your system may need. For new installations, John Leggs offers financing, and most installations are completed in one day. John Leggs is family-owned and operated and has been in business for over 35 years.
It's hard to stop a train.
You're watching the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report. Holston Medical Group is proud to recognize our scholar athletes, celebrating excellence in athletics and academics.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kevin Metzger. I'm a family medicine, sports medicine physician with Holston Medical Group in Johnson City. I'm really excited to announce this week's Scholar Athletes of the Week. Kennedy Click of Greeneville High School and Madison Pritchard of Elizabethton High School. On behalf of HMG, congratulations to Kennedy and Madison for your hard work and efforts, both in your sport and in the classroom.
Madison Pritchard is an ace on the softball diamond. She's one of the best players for the Elizabethton Cyclones.
When I was younger, I played all kinds of sports, but softball really just stuck with me, and I really had a passion for it.
A passion that's led her to numerous accolades. And most recently, she was named the Conference Pitcher of the Year after her team won the region, and she had a record of 27-5 with more than 250 strikeouts.
We were only predicted to finish 4th in the conference, and our team is just one of a kind. We're family, and our coaches and everybody, they just supported us the whole way.
Not only is she a standout on the field, but in the classroom as well. She has a 4.0 GPA, is a member of the National Honor Society, and she gives lessons to Little League kids. Giving back to the community she holds near and dear to her heart.
Because this community supports you no matter what. Your teammates, your family, your coaches, they're always there for you.
Playing libero on the volleyball court, Kennedy Click is used to a full workload.
Being the libero, you have to be the loudest one on the court. You have to call the shots, and you have to be constantly watching the ball when it's on your side, when it's on the other side.
But she also leads off the court. Click's been class treasurer all 4 years of high school and is a member of student council.
We plan dances, we plan pep rallies, we plan fun day at the end of the year, so it's really fun just being able to control that stuff.
Click still excels in the classroom, though, competing in the regional mathematics examination in Tennessee. She's also completed AP classes.
It takes a lot of just planning it out. You really just have to manage your time really well.
Academics and sports isn't all Click has racked up. She's volunteered more than 200 hours at various places in the community, including church.
My faith is really important to me, and I also really love helping with kids. So I volunteer with my nursery quite a bit, and I teach vacation Bible school in the summer, and I just really enjoy it.
All of HMG's Scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season.
The halftime sponsorship for Friday Night Rivals is just part of the commitment that Friendship has made to our school systems. You had a big announcement this week.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday, pretty big day for the Friendship family. Let me tell you, we actually were able to donate the old Friendship Ford location on the Volunteer Parkway in Bristol to Tennessee High School and Tennessee Middle School, using for a career center. Hopefully, developing. They're going to have an agriculture class in there. Automotive technician class, anything that can be more of a vocational area for them. They're going to use that facility and really try to groom great paying jobs for our area. They're needed, and it's a great opportunity for kids there to get a special type of learning in a great environment.
Friendship Hyundai is our halftime sponsor. This week you talked about vocation, some great accolades coming to this dealership, including
yeah. 9th straight year in a row. How about that? Friendship Hyundai voted best dealerships in America to work for. So out of several tens of thousands of dealerships, we are one of 100. We get to go to Chicago for the 9th straight year and see how we place in that 100. And I was super excited about that. That's a great honor and something that there's no other dealership in the country that can say 9 straight years have done that. And then I guess locally also, the JC Press voted Friendship Hyundai of Johnson City the best import dealer in the city. So we're really excited about that. And that just shows, the commitment that our team members have to giving great customer service. And we're just real proud of both of those awards.
And exciting new car lines, or should I say truck lines for Hyundai.
Yeah, the Santa Cruz. Not many people have seen them because as soon as they get here, they are gone. I mean, it is quick. But also have the new Palisade that's come out. The product line is phenomenal with Hyundai and what they've done. These cars are just great family edition, third row. Has more room than the Pilot, the Honda Pilot, or the Toyota Highlander. So it fits in the competition well. It's a great price point. Of course, you have 3 years of oil changes and tire rotations from Hyundai. And we have a lifetime warranty that's included with the vehicle as well, so you're very well protected. And it's a beautiful car. Hopefully you'll get some shots of it and you can show it off a little bit, but great looking car and great products.
And welcome back to Betsy, everyone. And speaking of Betsy, here's the Mighty Betsy Band. Time now to check in with Tara and the Jason Foundation.
Hey guys, Tara here, joined with Corey Watkins of the Jason Foundation, an organization for youth and young adult suicide prevention. And Corey, let's talk about the Tennessee Won't Be Silent campaign and why it's so important.
Absolutely. So Tennessee Won't Be Silent is our push, along with partners across the state, to reach Tennesseans with a positive message that suicide is preventable. Suicide currently is the 3rd leading cause of death for young people 10 to 24 in our state. But it's also a leading cause of preventable death. Most individuals considering suicide do show some sign of their intentions. It might be verbally, through suicide threats. Could be behaviorally, through self-isolation or out-of-character behaviors. But we have an opportunity, if we recognize those signs, to intervene and save lives.
So if we do recognize someone showing those signs, what resources do you guys have?
So Tennessee has great resources. There's the Tennessee Crisis Line where you can call 855-CRISIS-1. You can speak to a crisis counselor in your area 24/7. You can also text TN to 741-741 and text crisis counselors, or you can visit tnwon'tbesilent.com where you can find the resources in your area and how you can become involved.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Corey.
Thank you.
Whether you need to open an account, obtain a loan, or just ask a question, our local service and support ensure you get help when you need it. Hospitality is our priority, and we're confident you won't find a more personal and satisfying banking relationship. At Andrew Johnson Bank, helping friends is our business.
At Home Improvement Warehouse, we have a huge selection of premium building materials at discount prices, including custom cabinets and hardware, vanities, bathroom sinks, interior and exterior doors, waterproof solid core vinyl floors, porcelain tiles, hardwood flooring, and all the hardware supplies you need to finish your project on time and on budget. Family owned and operated for over 55 years. Home Improvement Warehouse in Greeneville. Always the lowest prices.
Yeah, let's go. Connection by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
You're watching the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report. Tonight's Educator Spotlight is sponsored by Marsh Propane, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia.
Welcome back to the Educator Spotlight of Friday Night Rivals. We are at Elizabethton High School with the principal, Mr. John Minton, and he's going to tell us a little bit about some new programming that they have here at Elizabethton. Tell us a little bit about this new program that you guys have going on.
Yeah, so this year we were fortunate enough to get funding and the ability support from the board to start a National Defense Cadet Corps. And for people who may not know what that is, it's similar to a division of junior ROTC. Something we've been working on the last couple of years. We were fortunate enough to have someone in the building who has Army experience but also has taught criminal justice, Mr. Ryan Presnell, who's leading that program. There's been a lot of interest, and it's going really good so far. The kids are really engaged. They're doing a lot of things on campus. We'll see them in the community a lot more as they start to get more experience and get their feet wet with the program. It's really exciting.
And one of the things I love about Elizabethton is you all make sure students have the entire experience. Another big program here at Betsy High School is the band. I know that you all just lost one of the leaders in that, but have replaced him. And tell me just a little bit about how that's going right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mr. Valentine was really, from the very beginning, recognized what a legacy and what a footprint that Mr. Elliott had made and has made on the band here during his whole career. And so Mr. Valentine has picked up the torch and just kept on going. Our enrollment's very solid. They're just, working 2-3 days a week during school, trying to prepare for going and getting a state championship. I mean, that's their goal. He's made that very clear, and the kids are clear about that too. So they sound fantastic. We were at a parent performance just a couple weeks ago, and I got a chance to listen to them, and they're as good as ever. And so we're really proud of them, proud of that program always, because it's a part of the community spotlight, and it's a part that our community just takes a lot of pride in.
And always a contender for a state championship is one of the things that I'm always recognizing. And I guess just one of the last things that we want to talk to you about is creating some new positions for some student engagement here on campus as well. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, life after high school is complicated, and it's a full-time job for more than just one person or two people to connect with kids and teach them about what it means to have a successful experience after high school, whether it's in the workforce, whether it's in community college or a four-year university or at a Tennessee Technology Center, whatever that case may be. And so communicating that with upperclassmen has always been, I won't say something that's easy, but it's been something that's been delegated fairly easily to our school counselors. Adding 2 college and career advisors is something we got support from the board and also from our XQ grant this year to do for the next couple of years. To be able to hopefully extend into lower grades in 9th and 10th grade and have more of a focus on college and career and workforce and post-secondary exploration to try to get kids ready to understand what those terms are when they are in a position to start making decisions. So we're really excited about having those two positions. I think it's going to take us a long way.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Minton. And that was your Educator Spotlight from Elizabethton High School here on Friday Night Rivals.
Thanks for watching the Friendship Hyundai Halftime Report.
Hi, I'm Philip Fulmer, spokesperson for the Jason Foundation. I want to tell you about an exciting project that we're working on in our state. Tennessee Won't Be Silent is our push to reach Tennesseans with a positive message that suicide is preventable. We want to educate and enable our communities to reach out for help for their friends, family, and themselves. To learn how to get involved in this exciting program, visit TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com. I won't be silent. Will you?
It's the Labor Day weekend event going on now at Easterly Coleman Furniture. Save 40% and more store-wide. Sofa chair groups from $14.99, bedroom suites from $18.50, dining room groups from $1,050, recliners from $4.99. All accents and accessories on sale. New inventory arriving daily. As always, we sell off the floor and custom orders at sale prices. Don't miss the Easterly Coleman Furniture Labor Day weekend event going on now.
Soldier, it seems to me that you have a chip on your shoulder.
Yes, sir. The chipped ham sandwich from Pal's, sir.
You back-talking me, son?
No, sir. It's got thinly sliced, 96% fat-free ham, mayo, fresh lettuce, and crispy pickles, sir.
Oh, yeah? Drop and give me 50.
Sir, I only have one, sir.
You don't even have that now.
The chipped ham sandwich, available only at Pal's Sudden Service. Great food in a flash.
'Cause I took it.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA Travel Center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium in Elizabethton, Tennessee. The Greeneville Green Devils leading Elizabethton 21-6 as we get ready for the second half of action. Casey, take us through the halftime stats.
Well, you see passing Greeneville 141 yards, and all 141 of those yards went to Jacoby Gillespie. Rushing, Elizabethton has the edge. First downs, a couple more for Elizabethton, but the difference is Greeneville has found the end zone on their drives. Elizabethton missed a field goal there at the end. A couple drives stalled out. Greenville's offense just such a quick strike ability, up 21-6. Elizabethton's 31-game winning streak in serious jeopardy here at halftime, PJ.
Well, Coach Sean Witten, I'm sure, got on to his troops at halftime. We'll put a plan together. The thing is, Greenville's going to recede here in the second half, so Elizabethton's defense is going to be tested right away.
I'm sure that was the message. Hey, guys, let's just get a stop on defense first. I mean, you can't worry about, you can't score 15 points on one possession. It's got to be, all right, first thing we're going to do is let's get a stop defensively. Offense, you can go down and score, and then it's a whole new game. Certainly for Greeneville, their thought was, hey, let's punch it in here, and we can maybe put this game on ice.
Of course, we talked to both coaches before the game, and the Greeneville coaches were very confident that their offense would come in here and put some points on the board against the Cyclones. They were impressed with the way Quillen had played in the other two ball games, and he has delivered tonight. He really has.
He's done a tremendous job making very good decisions. Mason Gudger has 2 touchdown runs. They've both been short runs. Really, the difference is just the speed that Greeneville has. I mean, Gillespie's 82-yard touchdown, it was all Gillespie making moves. I mean, you just can't teach speed, and it's hard to make a defensive game plan when a guy's just the fastest player on the field.
No kidding about that. So we're ready for the second half kickoff, a Toyota kickoff. Elizabethton Smith Deal will be kicking off to Greeneville. Again, the Green Devils lead it 21-6. Greeneville ranked number 2 in the state, Elizabethton number 1. But tonight, so far, Greeneville has proved they play the part. Gudger's deep to receive the kickoff. He's dangerous every time he catches the ball. As we said, Greeneville's got speed all over the field.
Now, the only time Elizabethton kicked it off in the first half after their touchdown, they did a little pooch kick.
Yeah, they didn't even try to kick it to Gudger. Great crowd tonight. Another little pooch kick, and Greenville's going to get great field position about the 36.
Jackson Tillery makes the fair catch for Greeneville, and that's the thing. Not only when you have Gudger back deep, but then you had Gillespie in the second row, so you can't even pooch it to the second row because they got their speedsters there. You have to really do a high pooch kick to the third row, and then you do that, but you give them the ball at the 36-yard line.
Quillen waiting for the snap. And he hands to Gudger, and Gudger goes nowhere. Now, Quillen opened the game by faking the handoff to Gudger and keeping the ball several times on the first series. But here they start the second half with a straight run to Gudger.
Yeah, certainly on that first series of the game, it was Quillen. He had plenty of room to run. Elizabethton made some adjustments and made Quillen give the ball up. There's Russell back in the game for Elizabethton. He did leave in the second quarter for a few minutes, so good to see him back out there.
Quillen waiting for the snap. He's going to keep this one, cuts back. He's going to keep moving. And here comes a late flag in. We'll see what that is.
I think that might be a face mask against Elizabethton.
On the stop, there's a flag on the play.
Good call, Case. And Greeneville will tack on 15 more and get that first down. A Carter County Bank first down, courtesy of the personal foul.
Number 47, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I think clear right there, yeah, all over him.
They had a lot of face mask penalties tonight.
Yeah. Clearly that was a penalty. Great replay by our folks down below. Good shot of Quillen, barking out the signals. Gudger double reverse. Here we go. Another speedster, Jaden Stevenson, down the right sideline for another first down. Greenville's in business. We talked about Stevenson perhaps being the fastest man on the field tonight.
Certainly, the longer the distance, they say he is the fastest one. If Cody Baugh, assistant coach at Greeneville, told us if it was a 40-yard dash, Gudger would win, but if it was 100 yards, Stevenson would win.
He's got those long legs, and once he gets going, he can motor. And so can Greeneville. They've moved it up to the 25-yard line now, first down. That was Gudger up the middle, but here comes a flag.
Yeah, Greeneville be backing up here.
Quillen just shakes his head. Greeneville runs a lot of motion, and sometimes when you do that, you'll have two backs in motion. Had a false start there.
57, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Makes it first and 15 from the 30.
Coach Spradley's got a lot of wristbands he wears during the game. He's got some green ones, some black ones.
Yeah, I don't know what all those mean, but he does have a few. Quillen's going to take it up the middle on a quarterback delay. Good running by the quarterback. He gets off another 6-yard run.
This was the design quarterback run all the way. Got some of that penalty yardage back and then some. The 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Quillen taking his time. Man in motion. Hand off to Gudger. Gudger into the line. He's corralled. No gain. Bring us up to third down. Maybe got a yard out of that.
Gudger on the carry.
It's a big play coming up for the Elizabethton defense on 3rd and 5. They're down by 15 points here in the second half. You figure if a touchdown here makes it a 3-possession game.
Greeneville just has so many weapons. They can attack in so many different ways. It's really hard to defend.
Even a field goal here would make it a 3-possession game, too.
Quillen's going to throw it. Oh, and a big play! Jake Webbers comes up and smashes the receiver. Who was that? Dabbs. And Roberts was just waiting for him.
Really nice play by Jake Roberts, senior leader on this Elizabethton team. He gets rid of the block of Stevenson, and
that's textbook. Put the shoulder into him.
It looks like Greeneville's going to leave the offense out here. This would be a 38-yard field goal.
So they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Play clock's down to 5.
3. Snap is away. Quillen's big rush on Quillen. He's going to roll out and throw it. It is a great catch.
Gillespie.
Oh, my goodness. Gillespie goes sky high to pull it in. He overthrew Gillespie.
He's grabbing the back of his leg there, and then he gave a thumbs up. What a catch by Jacoby Gillespie. What a job by Quillen again. He can just really move well to buy some time. Throws this one up here, and Gillespie sky high. He definitely grabbed the back of his leg, but then he gave a thumbs up. It's 1st and goal to 4.
So Greeneville giving it to Gudger. Gudger breaks a tackle and scores. That 4th down play just killed Elizabethton because nobody's going to stop Gudger from up close.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the game for Mason Gudger. Again, as PJ said, though, the big play on that drive, the 4th and long completion to Jacoby Gillespie. Greeneville an extra point away from going up 28-6.
Cooper Graham on to tack on that extra point. And he does just that. 28-6. Greeneville's in charge. Mason Gudger does it again. But it's Gillespie that sets it up. Friday Night Rivals brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Thanks, I'm here for a great deal.
Great deals are kind of our thing. You can save on the 2021s while they last, like Camry, Venza, Corolla.
Watching them come and go is really getting to my neck.
Occupational hazard this time of year. Gotta keep it loose.
Get a great deal on the legendary 4Runner, or get a rugged new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing up to 72 months, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
How clear is your vision? At Vision Source of Greeneville, we want to help you achieve and maintain crystal clear vision for years to come. Formerly Tri-City Vision Center, Vision Source of Greeneville still offers top-tier level of care, from simple single vision glasses to diagnosis and treatment of more serious conditions. Our professionals will treat you right. Plus, our on-site lab and frame center offer quick service and a perfect fit. New patients welcome. Call today for an appointment or visit us online at tricityvision.com.
You're ready to buy or build a home. Should you deal with a bank that sells your loan, has big closing costs and slow loan closings? At Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, we don't sell your loan. Our closing costs are some of the best in the market, and our approval and closing time are at the tops in the industry. The comparison says it all. Caring, saving, fast, and efficient. Qualities of Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. For over 80 years, the bank's small enough to care, yet big enough to bring you the best in banking.
Greeneville getting ready to kick. Now, here's your Jason Foundation scoring summary. Casey.
8 plays, 61 yards, a 4-yard touchdown run by Mason Gudger, his 3rd of the game. Gudger has 11 carries for 44 yards, so nothing special there. But Jacoby Gillespie, 5 catches, 162 yards, and a touchdown. He has been the best player on the field tonight so far.
Not only 5 catches, but 2 of those spectacular catches. So Greeneville kicks it away. And again, it'll be Stevens returning, as he has most of the night. And as most of the night, he gets up to about the 30-yard line. So how much does Elizabethton have in the tank? Down 28-6. What can the Cyclones do, Case?
Just got to take it one possession at a time here. Looking high from the Sky 5 drone, what they need to do is they need to score, I would think now almost pretty much every possession now the second half. They need a touchdown. Down by 22 points, and they're going to probably need some help from Greeneville, turning the ball over, an onside kick, something to maybe steal an extra possession. But you can't score 22 points in one play.
And I would look to see Elizabethton perhaps throw the ball a little more than they have. It's been a controlled passing attack by Bryson Rollins. And that's what it'll be. Rollins, plenty of time as he rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Now he's going to just try to turn it up and get what he can. And he's knocked out of bounds. And here comes a flag for a little extra hit out of bounds. So that'll give him a Carter County Bank first down.
There's the one thing in the first half. Greeneville did have 5 penalties for 60 yards, and they've already had a couple more here in the second half. If there's one Achilles heel maybe for Greeneville is they do get a lot of penalties.
After the play is over, we got a late hit out of bounds. Number 4, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
You know, one of the big differences in this Elizabethton team, they, of course, lost Parker Hughes last year, their excellent receiver, who was a game breaker. And it doesn't so far seem to that Elizabethton has that game breaker guy.
No, he was somebody last year, Parker Hughes. I mean, he was Mr. Football. Like, you can't just replace those guys. I mean, that is a big void, certainly. I mean, he's at Middle Tennessee State now. Elizabethton so really has a lot of good players still, but, you know, Greeneville has a really good team. They were really good last year, and they have more people back this year than Elizabethton does.
That's Stevens going nowhere. Again, we'd like to say hi to all our Facebook fans out there watching in Facebook land. The Tri-Cities Honda dealers bringing you our Facebook Live coverage. We enjoy broadcasting the game on Facebook and glad to show it to the folks that aren't in the Tri-Cities. And we get reaction from all over the country, sometimes all over the world, from our Facebook coverage. So enjoy, folks. Second down and long for the Cyclones. Stevens in motion. He'll get the little pop pass. He gets a block. He gets to the corner. He turns on the Jets. And there he goes for a first down. Just all on Stevens. They need to do more of that, I would think.
Nate Stevens gets a first down there for Elizabethton. Just get the ball to him quickly, and nice block out front there by Dalton Mitchell.
Stevens, one of the faster Elizabethton players, utilizing his speed that time to give the Cyclones a first down. Now apparently we have a timeout on the field, so it's a good time for us to take a timeout as well. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
At Home Improvement Warehouse, we have a huge selection of premium building materials at discount prices, including custom cabinets and hardware, vanities, bathroom sinks, interior and exterior doors, waterproof solid core vinyl floors, porcelain tiles, hardwood flooring, and all the hardware supplies you need to finish your project on time and on budget. Family owned and operated for over 55 years. Home Improvement Warehouse in Greeneville. Always the lowest prices.
At Friendship Ford in Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition. We're the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying center, and you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
Back here in Betsy, and that guy right there, Jacoby Gillespie, has been the star of the game. The fans know it, and we're learning that as well. 28-6, Greeneville leads. And Sean Witten, not a happy man. He needs some points from his Cyclones.
As Greeneville called a timeout defensively there.
It is first down. Rollins looking to throw out to Roberts. Roberts kind of hog-tied. He's going nowhere. Good tackle by Gillespie.
Stop made by Gillespie.
Again, don't forget about our drive of the game. We'll be naming that in, well, the fourth quarter. So way too far now. The Toyota drive of the game. Right here on Friday Night Rivals. Second down for the Cyclones. Be Stevens getting the pitch, cuts inside, breaks up over the middle, just short of a first down, so it'll be third and short for the Orange.
just really been impressed with this Greeneville defense. They are flying to the football, very athletic on all three levels. I mean, they got guys that can move on the front line, the linebackers, and certainly on the back end, of course. But very impressed with this Greeneville defense so far. And Coach Spradlin and his defensive staff had a heck of a game so far. You have Elizabethton at 6 points midway through the third quarter, and you're doing something right.
Third and short. Rollins gets the play. It's Stevens. Stevens going to be hit in the backfield. And as you said, Casey, they're just running to the ball. Tillery again.
Yeah, he's been a really short tackling player. Jackson Tillery out there. He's a 5'8" senior. And you don't get many missed tackles from this Greeneville defense.
He just came down the line, didn't he?
4th and 1. This is a must get here for Elizabethton. They can't come up empty here.
And they're not doing the full house backfield they did before, it looks like. Rollins is going to run it. Rollins is going to get that first down. He gets the Carter County Bank. First down. He cashes in. Sometimes it's a very simple game, you know. You got a runner like Rollins, just let him do his thing.
Yeah, Stevens has been running back on this possession. Haven't seen Russell. He has been playing defensively, but maybe he, a little bit banged up where they're trying to maybe spell him offensively and get him out there on defense.
Rollins is going to get hit. The ball's loose. Elizabethton falls on it.
And he took a big hit right there from Emmanuel Dixon. You don't see hits like that usually at the high school level. I mean, he took a shot there.
We've got the replay come up. Look at this.
He didn't see him at all from the backside, of course. He gets blasted. Nate Stevens falls on it, fortunately. But Emmanuel Dixon, the sophomore for Greeneville, with a big hit. But again, Stevens recovers, so 2nd and long now.
Rollins scrambling, running for his life. He's going to tuck it up. He outruns the defense, gets to the 20. He's up to the 15, steps out of bounds.
We got a Greeneville player a little slow to get up down here. That's Grayson Height. Got a timeout here on the field.
There is a player down. Not sure if that. Yeah, look at this last play again, Casey. I mean, they're just blitzing. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 rushers, and then Rollins gets out of it.
Emmanuel Dixon, I mean, number 4, he was the one that just hit Rollins on that previous play. Coming after it again there. I think it was Grayson Hyatt, number 21. I believe he's the younger brother of Cameron Hyatt, who's at Wake Forest.
Cameron Hyatt was a heck of a player for Greeneville. Helped them win some state championships. And this is something we've seen in our other 2 games, a lot of cramping, even though tonight is not as hot as we've seen previously. And Hyatt's going to limp off the field, apparently just a cramp up here, hopefully. Meanwhile, it's 3rd down and I guess about a medium here. 4 yards that Cyclones desperately need, but again, as you've said, it's 2-play territory at this point in the game. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 3rd.
Absolutely. The reason this game, we talked about it earlier, why this game is so big. The last 4 years, whoever won this game in the regular season won the state championship. This year, it's even bigger because Region 1, which both of these teams are in, they have home field advantage come the playoffs. So whoever wins this game, barring a couple of massive upsets, they will play at home all the way through the playoffs, all the way to the state championship game if they keep winning. And the way things are going right now, Greeneville's well on their way to possibly making a big stake that'll pay dividends come playoff time.
Bryson Rollins looking around. Gets the play from Sean Whitten. 3rd down. Play clock down to about 5. Rollins, little peekaboo pass. Now he's going to run it. He gets to the corner. And here comes another flag.
I think that's another late hit against Greeneville.
See what the call is.
Personal foul on the Green Devils.
After the play was over, we have a personal foul. Late hit out of bounds, #1 defense. There'll be half the distance to go to the 5.5-yard line.
We'll catch it on this replay. Check out #1. So he's already out of bounds, and he gets the little shove there by #1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
close.
a tough one, yeah.
We are playing tackle football, but we'll go with the officials. Elizabethton on the 5.5.
What I will say is, though, they've already called 2, so you have to know that as a player, and you can't put the officials in a position to make that call.
Here goes Rollins, and he's upended by that Greeneville defense.
As Jackson Tillery, #8.
Stop made by Tillery.
Once again, he is a heck of a football player.
Tillery's only 5'8", but he plays 6'8". Look at that. Bam! That's how you hit a bigger player. You take him down low.
They say in football, low man wins.
Yeah.
You couldn't get any lower than Tillery was there.
No, Tillery's already on the ground, and he's just a tough rascal.
Second and goal.
Second down and goal for the Cyclones. Rollins rolling out. Throws it. Incomplete.
He was looking for Jake Roberts.
Dabbs was right there.
Third and goal for Elizabethton. 3:18 left in the third quarter. Got to have a touchdown here if you're Elizabethton. You can see the side that Jake Roberts is at the bottom of the screen. They got a corner on him, then Tillery is kind of shading over in that direction as well. They're not going to let Roberts get one-on-one.
And apparently Sean Witten did not like what he saw, so he called a timeout. Time for us to take a timeout as well. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial decisions and biggest financial investments that most people make. And people need to understand how important building your financial future is in regards to tying yourself to home ownership. When you're renting, you're basically renting time 1 month at a time, building someone else's future. So prepare yourself to be able to buy a home, because it can be one of your biggest and best financial strategies as you prepare toward your older age and retirement.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
Suicide is one of the leading causes of preventable death in our state. Learn how you can be a part of the solution at TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank, everyone. Citizens Bank Field, that is. Citizens Bank Stadium. The Sky 5 drone high above, giving you a great view of this beautiful ballpark. And what a game it's been for the Greeneville Green Devils. Great fan support for both teams tonight. The Cyclones trying to get back here in the third quarter, down 28-6, but threatened to score.
See, there's two guys down there on Roberts. They're not going to let him get this ball.
So Rollins says, okay, then I'll just run it. And he twists and spins and scores. Cyclones, touchdown.
I think Rollins might be hurt.
A Toyota touchdown. Bryson Rollins, number 10. Cool as a cucumber, makes it look easy. So obviously, I guess you go for 2 here, Case?
I don't think you have to. No, I mean, because it's a 16-point game. You kick an extra point here, it gets it to 15. You're going to have to go for 2 eventually, but I don't think you want to do that until you have to.
So Smithfield is on 4th kick. He's had a rough night. Missed a field goal. Missed an extra point.
There's a flag on the play.
There's an illegal substitution on Elizabethton. I saw a player running off the field. I think it might be on Greeneville, though, I guess.
He's calling offsides. So now do you go for 2 with that extra yardage?
Football style and coaching. Defense on the 55.
On the Green Devils.
Half the distance to the goal. Replay extra point.
So encroachment on the defense, giving Elizabethton new life. It appears they're going to go for it in that case.
It looks like they got the offense coming out here since it's now going to be half the distance to the goal. The ball's
the 1.5 maybe?
Yeah, 1.5, maybe even the 1.
Not sure. Lots of substitutions. It seemed like the official was saying this man has to go out and someone else comes in. We didn't get the mic on the official, so not sure what that was about. Nevertheless, Elizabethton going for 2.
And Russell lined up a quarterback here.
Cade Russell. And he's going to be stopped, it looks like. Hyatt said no good on the young pilot. So here's your touchdown again, Bryson Rollins. And he just spins his way for 6. And we're going to spin away here. Friday Night Rivals brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
This September, Food City kicks off its ever-popular School Bucks program, which gives money back to our area schools. For every dollar you spend, your school will get 1 point, and we're committed to give over $700,000 this year alone to our area schools. Since School Bucks kicked off many years ago, Food City has given over $19 million to help our young people in our area schools learn. Please participate in School Bucks and help your local schools. We encourage colleges, high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools to participate in this wonderful program.
Big thanks, as always, to Steve Smith and our good friends at Food City. Time once again for the Jason Foundation Drive Summary. Casey?
11 plays, 70 yards, 7-yard touchdown run by Bryson Rollins. He has 18 carries for 69 yards. I mentioned if there's one Achilles heel with Greeneville's penalties, they have 8 penalties for 95 yards in the game, and they're still up by 16 points. That missed 2-point conversion. Now, what that does, PJ, it's a 16-point game. So that means Elizabethton, just to tie it up, would need 2 touchdowns and 2 successful 2-point conversions.
3 minutes left here in the third. Is it too early to do something crazy here? Or do you do it here because it's too crazy?
I say yes. Now, obviously, they've just been doing these pooch kickoffs. Maybe instead of pooching it high, maybe you do it low, and maybe it'll kind of bounce off of somebody, and you can come up with something that way.
Sean Smithfield, your kicker. This is your Toyota kickoff. 28-12. Another pooch down the middle. And that's Dabbs with a nice return up past the 40-yard line. Don't forget about our Tennessee Tough Unsung Hero. We'll be naming that as well, Case. Explain what that is for the folks that are just tuning in.
Well, it's somebody who doesn't get a lot of the glory, maybe a lineman or maybe a third or fourth receiver that has a big game. Certainly, Jacoby Gillespie would not qualify as an unsung hero for Greeneville. He has been the star of the show.
He's just been an old-fashioned hero. Quillen's done a great job running this offense tonight. No mistakes. Gudger up the middle. He's their bread and butter. And for the most part, Elizabethton's done a good job on Mason Gudger.
Yeah, he had 11 carries for 44 yards coming into this drive. So, I mean, he's just right now, I think, at 50 yards rushing. I think if you would have told Sean Witten Gudger would have 50 yards late in the third quarter, he would have taken that in a heartbeat.
Big thanks to Keith Roberts, Ricky Matthews flying the old Sky 5 drone tonight, powered by Empire Ford. Quillen on second down. He's going to keep it. Breaks a tackle. Gets close to the first down. He leans forward. I'm not sure going to give him that. We'll see.
Eli Williams with the tackle. Looks like he might be just a bit short.
I'm telling you, Quillen has surprised me as a runner. He has really improved since last year.
And they're going to bring out the chains to measure.
He looks about a half yard short, wouldn't you say, Case?
That was my initial thought, but we'll see. I've been wrong plenty of times before.
Cue the chain gang music. And we'll get a good stretch of it here. Yeah, it's going to be about a half yard short. So if the Elizabethton defense ever needed a big play, it's now. They need to get the ball back if they want to win this ball game. If Greeneville goes down and scores, it could be curtains for the Cyclones. Third down, half a yard from the shotgun. And that's Gudger easily getting the first down.
Gudger on the carry. First by number 44.
Really hard as a defense when it's third and inches to hold people short. That's a first down for Gudger. And the way Greeneville's moving the ball here, using some clock, that's not something that they do with a lot because they have such a quick strike offense. But they're certainly in no hurry here. You don't want to get into certainly a stalling situation, but
Gudger again. Just keeps those feet moving.
The sport of football has really changed. I mean, it was, I'm sure back when you played, it was like lifting is in the off season, but I'm sure you didn't do a whole lot of lifting during the season. Now these guys still lift, especially at Greeneville. Coach Bradley, Mondays they squat heavy on Mondays all season long. I mean, there's no once the season starts, okay guys, we're just going to practice and that's it. They go hard in the weight room. That's really what put Greeneville on the map, was in the weight room.
Certainly. Yeah, back in my day, we only had a couple of guys lift. The rest of us lifted like sodas and stuff we shouldn't lift. Gudger breaking free. Down the right side. Speed kills, and so does Gudger for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness, he's done it again.
40-yard touchdown for Mason Gudger, and again, showing that strength and speed. And these Green Devils are fired up. The students that made the trip up to Elizabethton tonight. Very impressive run here. Gudger, you see a couple of...
They got him right there.
That was Trenton Taylor, had him by the jersey.
And once he gets this point, it's Katie bar the door, because it's see you later. Oh, man. And the extra point is good. It's a 35-12 game. Wow, here it goes again. Mason Gudger takes it to the house. Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Cleanup efforts from the devastating flooding in Hurley, Virginia are underway, and you can help.
Hi, I'm Kevin Stafford.
Food City is proud to partner with United Way of Southwest Virginia, WCYB, for relief efforts to help our neighbors in Buchanan County suffering from the devastating flooding.
Now through Sunday, September 12th, you can make a donation at any Food City store when you check out. All donations go to the United Way of Southwest Virginia. The need is urgent. Please donate now, and thank you for your help.
The Patrick Henry Rebels versus the Virginia High Bearcats are Toyota's Friday night rivals. Friday, September 10th on News 5 WCYB. Join News 5 Sports' Casey Getz and PJ Johnson as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Toyota's Friday night rivals.
Forward to that game. Again, the Jason Foundation scoring summary, Casey.
5 plays, 58 yards, a 40-yard touchdown run by Gudger. That puts him now up to 98 yards rushing on 15 carries, just over 6.5 yards a carry. Greeneville 35-12.
We've got a whole quarter to play.
You mentioned next week's game, Patrick Henry, Virginia High. The Bearcats, they won tonight 63-0 over John Battle. Virginia High is 2-0. Patrick Henry's 1-0. So battle of unbeatens next Friday night, just like we have tonight.
And of course, Virginia High has a new football coach. We're excited to meet him. So there's your Toyota kickoff. And again, Nate Stevens will return it as he's done for most of the night. He's going to cut it back, get it to the 30, cuts it outside. Now he turns on the Jets up to the 45, just short of the 50-yard line. Great return by Nate Stevens.
It's a nice play for the special teams of Elizabethton, and Nate Stevens going to start this drive right near the 50-yard line with 36 seconds left in the third quarter.
Got to love the fight in this Elizabethton team, down 35-12. Nate Stevens says, I'll help out by making a great kick return. Right there's the difference. Turns on the Jets as he crosses the 45, close to the 50-yard line. He's up to 49. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Bryson Rollins. Stevens in the backfield. It'll be Stevens with the carry. He'll get a couple. Greenville's linebackers have played a well of a ball game. Tackle made by Dixon. Shooting the gaps, stopping Elizabethton's running attack, harassing Bryson Rollins.
You know, each of the last 2 seasons, these two teams have played twice, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. Certainly could happen for a third straight year. The way things are going, though, if they do, the rematch would be in Greeneville.
Rollins going to throw it to the air. Incomplete. Now, Casey, you touched on this earlier. The path to a state championship is a little tougher because of reclassification around the Knoxville area.
Yes, traditionally, the last several years, Region 2 in Class 4 has been Anderson County and several schools from the Chattanooga area. Anderson County has been very good, but now this year, South Doyle, Gibbs, Carter, and Fulton, those schools have all dropped from 5A to 4A, so now they are all in Region 2 with Anderson County. So certainly Region 2 had been really a one-team league of late. Now there are 4 to 5 really good teams in Region 2.
Rollins, little screen pass, incomplete. Right through the hands of Jake Roberts. You don't see that much. I think Roberts was running before he caught it.
Yeah, I think so. Now it's 4th down and 9, and Elizabethton's going to have to line up the punt here. After that kickoff return, they got only 1 yard on 3 plays.
Greeneville defense has done the job tonight. Have to give them credit. There's the man right there. Jacoby Gillespie has put on quite a show. Will he top it off with a punt return? He's going to get a shot here. They kick it high up, but Gillespie's going to let it hit, and it takes a Greeneville bounce up to the 29. So Greeneville will have it 1st and 10. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Get $1,000 customer cash on any stylish new 21 Corolla. Get 2.49 financing plus $750 TFS finance cash on Camry or lease Camry for $229 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Soldier, it seems to me that you have a chip on your shoulder.
Yes, sir. The chipped ham sandwich from Pal, sir.
You back-talking me, son?
No, sir. It's got thinly sliced, 96% fat-free ham, mayo, fresh lettuce, and crispy pickles, sir.
Oh, yeah? Drop and give me 50.
Sir, I only have one, sir.
You don't even have that now.
The chipped ham sandwich, available only at Pal Sudden Service. Great food in a flash.
'Cause I took it.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
One more quarter of play. We're in the fourth quarter. And the Greeneville fans, I don't think they've sat down all night. They've been standing and cheering, and they've had a lot to cheer about. Greeneville leading 35-12. Greenville's offense has been very impressive tonight. I expect a whole lot of this guy, Mason Gudger, and this other guy, Brady Quillen. It's going to be a lot of running here because now the enemy for Elizabethton is the clock.
Absolutely, being 35-12, just underway in the fourth quarter.
Good run by Quillen. Gets 8 out of it. Greeneville's going to let the play clock run all the way down. It's just down to 14 right now. Gudger. Test that middle.
He didn't need much, and he got the first down. Certainly Greeneville, their first two games, they beat Knox Central 42-17. That was on a Saturday night in week one, as we see the Gudger run here. Then last week they beat Granger 78-6. So, you know, they've only given up.
So what are you telling me? They're pretty good?
Well, you know, they've only given up 35 points so far in 3 games, and they've scored 35 points so far. Has been the fewest they've scored in the game.
Hey, I took this job because there was no math. Okay, you got to do all the math. Gudger up the middle. You're going to get a big dose of number 2. And that's probably fine with him. I mean, there's nothing fancy here. It's a straight handoff right up the middle. Elizabethton's defense has been on the field quite a bit. They've got to be tired.
It's 155-35 so far. Greeneville's outscored their 3 opponents. Not bad.
Not bad at all. They've been very impressive tonight. There he goes. There he goes. He's still going to the 20. Turns on the Jets, the 5, the 4. I think he's just short of a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. He changed gears in an instant.
I don't know. I think he might have lost some speed now. He couldn't punch that one in there. Wow, what a run, though, by Mason Gudger. Coming up a yard short. This one looked like it was going to be a 15-yard run up the middle, but then he just cut it outside to the right there.
You can't miss a tackle on this guy because he's so deadly. And he splits the defenders there and just jets his way to the end zone, just short of a yard short.
Now, you got to, you know, I'm not sure
if he was 6'5", he was scored.
He's still in the game. You got to give him the ball here. Try and let him get his 4th touchdown and finish off what he started.
Quillen will sneak it. No, it will be, well, it's Gudger. I don't know where all those big bodies went. Trenton Taylor is such a load in there. He pushed all those guys back. In the Toyota red zone, 2nd and goal for the Green Devils. Looking to add to their margin. Quillen, Gudger spins, touchdown Gudger.
You said that a few times tonight. Once, twice, 3, 4 times. 4 touchdowns for Mason Gudger. And we talked about it. He was pretty quiet for 2.5 quarters, but he has really exploded here in the second half. And when you have a wide receiver like Jacoby Gillespie, who has over 150 yards receiving, and then you have Gudger, who has now over probably close to 150 yards rushing as well. Just a dynamic offense for Greeneville. He deserves some praise from the head coach there. The rest of the coaching staff is Greeneville's an extra point away from 42.
And make it 42. Been a long time since somebody scored 42 points in here in this ballpark against the Elizabethton Cyclones. Friday Night Rivals continues after this.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last.
Ooh, Venza.
Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander. Could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
Get 2.49 financing plus 750 TFS finance cash on any new 21 Highlander, Highlander Hybrid, or gas-powered RAV4. Or lease a RAV4 for $209 a month.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
Whether you need to open an account, obtain a loan, or just ask a question, our local service and support ensure you get help when you need it. Hospitality is our priority, and we're confident you won't find a more personal and satisfying banking relationship. At Andrew Johnson Bank, helping friends is our business.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Welcome back to Elizabethton, everyone. Time once again for the Jason Foundation Drive Summary. Case?
Mason Gudger, a 1-yard touchdown. The drive, 6 plays, 77 yards. Greeneville's up 42-12 with 9:14 left in the game.
Now, if you watched our pregame show, you might have mentioned, or you might have noticed that Coach Casey mentioned that Elizabethton's only lost 3 times in this ballpark since it opened, what, 6 years ago?
This is the 7th year Elizabethton's played at Citizens Bank Stadium. Of course, this is their home opener this year, their first game. They had lost just 3 home games in the first 6 years of this stadium. In the last 3 years, they had not lost a home game. Their last home loss was October 13th of 2017, so almost 4 years ago, and it was to Greeneville, 24-10. Elizabethton's last loss at all was November 9th of 2018. They lost to Anderson County in the second round of the playoffs, 54-21.
I'll say this about the rivalry. These two are huge rivals, but they have such respect for each other. Sean Witten has given Greeneville credit for raising the bar for all of East Tennessee. And he said we had to reach that and exceed that measurement in order to win our state title. So they have great respect between each other. And I don't think this is the last time we'll see these two clonk heads this year. Greeneville's going to kick it off. We have the old Toyota kickoff. And that was the best kick of the night out of the end zone. Elizabethton will take it at the 20. Hey, we talked about that unsung hero, the Tennessee Tough. Here it is, Casey. Cue it up for us.
What's more tough than a big-time hit? Jake Roberts for Elizabethton right there. The Tennessee Tough unsung hero with the big hit for Jake Roberts.
Jake's had a lot of catches on offense as well. Two-way player. Congratulations to number 17, Tennessee Tough. First down for the Cyclones. Down by 30. Stevens looking for daylight. Gets a block. Down the sidelines he goes. And out of bounds he goes.
You know, I have to say, we are shortchanging Mason Gudger. He has 5 touchdowns tonight. Not 4. That was his 5th. Gillespie has the other one for Greeneville. There's 6 touchdowns. And he has 165 yards rushing, does Mason Gudger, and 5 touchdowns.
Stevens again. Scattering. Going up the middle. Breaks. Oh, it's kind of sidestepped one defender. He got hit from behind.
The official might need a second here to collect his breath. He got hit pretty good by Stevens.
Another Toyota first down by Stevens.
Greeneville doesn't need a 12th defender on the field. They got 11 good ones.
Oh, goodness.
Watch Stevens make contact with the official coming up right here, and he puts a good hit on him right there.
Oh, he did, yeah. Like, hey, get out of the way, buddy. Coming through.
Yeah, he's going to have to give a second to catch his breath.
There's an official timeout on the field.
That's a rough job for the officials sometimes. You just get in the way. Casey, you got any scores to run by? Have you? I know you've been checking some. For Virginia Tech fans, they're pretty happy tonight, huh?
Yeah.
A big, huge win for the Hokies.
Big upset. Virginia Tech knocked off North Carolina 17-10 in Blacksburg. A big win for Justin Fuente. James Mitchell played at Union. He did have 1 of 2 touchdowns for Virginia Tech. But at high school wise in Tennessee, David Crockett got a win tonight, 15-10 over Morristown West. That was a big win for David Crockett. Dobbins Bennett is 3-0. The Indians beat Morristown East 43-7. And we've talked about Virginia High. They won earlier today. Chilhowie, we had their game last week. They went on the road and rallied. They beat J.I. Burton tonight. They were down at halftime but came back to win. Did Chilhowie.
And, of course, all those game and highlights and scores will be coming up with Heather Williams later on tonight on The Huddle on News 5 WCYB after our broadcast.
Got another final. Sullivan East. They got their first win of the season. They beat Granger 20-6. So congratulations.
And we had a big matchup between Science Hill and the new kids on the block tonight.
West Ridge, yes. The last score I saw on that was 40-21. Science Hill in the 4th quarter.
That game was close early on. It's a final.
Okay, 40-21. Yeah, so Science Hill improves to 2-1 on the season. They lost to Elizabethton in their opener.
Then they went down to Anderson County and really played great, huh?
The official getting attended to here.
Again, hello to everybody out there in Facebook land that's been watching. Tri-Cities Honda dealers bringing us our Facebook Live coverage, not only in the Tri-Cities, but all around the world. You wouldn't believe the emails and notes we get from our viewers that maybe once lived here, have relatives here that are able to watch their old teams. They really appreciate it and seem to thrive on it every Friday night. Facebook Live and our good friends at Tri-Cities Honda. Well, they've rubbed the officials back. They've given him water. And the fans are, let's get going. Let's get going here.
Another final, Daniel Boone, they lost to Loudon 34-21. That was a makeup or a COVID recancellation game there. Daniel Boone was supposed to play Cherokee, but Cherokee wasn't able to play as Roberts taking a little reverse.
Trying to turn on the Jets, but Greeneville hems him up, and he's going to end up maybe losing the yard. It had such great promise when it started, but Greeneville's speed can overcome that misdirection.
You talk about Daniel Boone. That was their first loss of the season. They beat South Green back in week 1. They were unable to play West Ridge last week due to COVID. So Daniel Boone's 1-1. They're actually coming here next week. They're playing Elizabethton, Greeneville. They are going to be back home against Morristown West next week in a non-region game.
And West lost tonight to Volunteer, I believe?
To Crockett.
To Crockett, okay. Second down for the Cyclones. Rawson Rollins rolling out, taking his time, guns it. Sliding catch incomplete. More of a sliding attempt.
Intended for Whaley is incomplete.
In a couple of weeks, Greeneville, they're going to go home for a few games. I know they are playing Dobbins Bennett later this year. That'll certainly be a big game when those two meet up later this month.
8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth. It's been all Greeneville here in the second half. Low snap. Rollins handles it, rolls to his right. Kind of weighs his receiver now. He's going to run for what he can get. Dances out of bounds, short at the first down.
And we did touch on it earlier. These two, traditionally, they always played in mid-October, and then when they had the rematch in the playoffs, it was a month later. This year, playing in week 3, the first Friday in September, if they were to play again, it would not be until mid-November. It would be 2.5 months before these two see each other again. And
a lot can happen in that time.
A lot happens in a month. Imagine in Coach Spradlin told me, he's like, we're going to be hopefully a much different team in November than we are now, and Elizabethton will as well.
Well, last year's the perfect example. They played, and then the second time it was so much closer because Greeneville learned from that first game. Fourth down, Elizabethton going for it. Rollins throws it up, and it's through the hands of his receiver, Roberts. And it's incomplete. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Thanks, I'm here for a great deal.
Great deals are kind of our thing. You can save on the 2021s while they last, like Camry, Venza, Corolla.
Watching them come and go is really getting to my neck.
Occupational hazard this time of year. Gotta keep it loose.
Get a great deal on the legendary 4Runner, or get a rugged new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing up to 72 months, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
How clear is your vision? At Vision Source of Greeneville, we want to help you achieve and maintain crystal clear vision for years to come. Formerly Tri-City Vision Center, Vision Source of Greeneville still offers top-tier level of care. From simple single vision glasses to diagnosis and treatment of more serious conditions, our professionals will treat you right. Plus, our on-site lab and frame center offer quick service and a perfect fit. New patients welcome. Call today for an appointment or visit us online at tricityvision.com.
Suicide is one of the leading causes of preventable death in our state. Learn how you can be a part of the solution at TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com.
And we're back here in Betsy. The fans in Elizabethton, they've had their soda pop, they've had their water, their popcorn. They just haven't had much of a football game to cheer for because it's been all Green Devils. Quillen running the ball.
On the keeper. Stop made by Shackles.
At this point, you wonder how much longer will we have the Greeneville starters in the game. Quillen Gudger still out there as we're now under 8 minutes to go in the fourth.
In 1946, Dobbins Bennett started a streak that has been challenged over the years but never broken. 37 straight wins from 46 to 1950. Elizabethton was standing on 31 coming into this game. It appears they will not break the DB record.
No, and Greeneville had a 30-game winning streak after 2017 and 2018, and they lost their first game in the 2019 season. So both of these teams have had 30-plus game winning streaks in the last couple of years, and certainly a heck of a job there by Eddie Spradlin and his staff. I mean, the fact that Greeneville looks like, they're going to win this game, not surprising. The fact that they're winning by 30 points to me is very surprising, but these guys have played well in all facets of the game, and it's a big statement for Greeneville almost to kind of say, we're back to being the team to beat in Northeast Tennessee here.
They're back to looking like they're Greeneville.
And,
Ballard set such a standard there for a few years. He steps down. They go through, is it Hammond's?
Yeah, Dan Hammond's
one season, and then Spradlin comes on, and now all of a sudden they look like Greeneville again.
Yeah, with Kane Ballard was the head coach, he took Greeneville to 5 state championship games. They won 4 of them. Yep. They lost the first one, then won the next 4 they went to. And because Elizabethton rose the bar, that doesn't mean that Greeneville dropped that much.
No.
I mean, they're still better than 95% of the teams around, but it was just Elizabethton was one of the few that was better than them.
We're just so lucky to have 2 great teams in our region like this. So we're waiting on 4th down. It appears to be a timeout for Greeneville.
Trying to use their clock before they punt away here on.
Time to shine the spotlight on Elizabethton.
Tonight's School Spotlight is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
You might find Jerry Agan in a classroom at Elizabethton High School. Or it's also just as likely he could be in the greenhouse or on a landscaping project.
We're always looking for hands-on learning. I think that we can spend a lot of time in the classroom, but students really excel when they put their hands in the soil, when they get their hands dirty and start doing things. So we're always looking for projects around the school. We've done some landscaping projects, and we've done some things in the community out by the War Memorial in the downtown Elizabethton area.
Aiken is the agriculture instructor, driven by a passion for the industry.
Agriculture is still a vital part of our society. It's our food, fiber, and fuel that supports us.
Aiken has been teaching students for nearly a decade, and he draws on his experiences from when he was around his students' ages.
I worked on a farm in high school, and I loved building fence, and I loved the joy that came from a hard day of work.
Students get training preparing them for all aspects of agriculture.
Our freshmen come into an agri-science classroom, and we're teaching them the fundamentals of agriculture, from biology to some chemistry, some physics, anatomy, physiology, and then from there they get to choose a greenhouse pathway or an ag mechanics pathway.
Back here in Betsy was something rare, a Greeneville punt. Is this the second time?
I believe it's their second punt, yes. I think the second possession of the game they punted, and I don't think they have since then.
It's a high boot. It's going to bounce at about the 25 and roll dead at about the 16. Time now. I know you've waited all night for this. The Toyota drive of the game, Casey.
All right, we got Brady Quillen here for Greeneville, rolling out, hitting Jacoby Gillespie for a first down. Then he's going to throw it to, guess who? Gillespie again, breaking a couple tackles, goes inside the 5-yard line here. And then Mason Gudger with one of his 5 touchdowns in the game. That's your Toyota drive of the game. A lot to choose from when Greeneville scored 6 touchdowns on the evening.
Yeah. Scored some so fast they didn't have time for a drive. Here we go with Elizabethton finishing out the game. 6 minutes to go. Bryson Rollins, pitch back. You'll see some new faces in there now.
Number 7, Seth Mullins on the carry.
That's Seth Mullins, a sophomore, getting his first carry of the game. I would imagine that we're not going to see Cade Russell the rest of the night. I don't think he's played offensively in the second half. He was out there on defense.
Russell seemed to injure his ankle late in the first half. Mullins again.
Mullins on the carry. Tackle made by Peterson.
And there is Mr. Russell, and he does appear to be done for this evening. He said Elizabethton will look to get back in the win column next week at home. It's homecoming, I heard them saying on the PA earlier, next week, as they're going to host Daniel Boone. Of course, we had that game, remember, last year, and that was the blocked
extra point
by
field goal or
Parker Hughes there. Yeah, I think it was a field goal, actually.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy. Yeah, Parker Hughes with one of the greatest plays we've ever seen last year. That was a game where Elizabethton played because they missed a couple of linemen because of COVID, I believe.
Yeah, they had, I think, 3 of their starting offensive linemen were out in quarantine.
And Daniel Boone played a fantastic game. He went right down to the end. So that'll be the rematch next week.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Meanwhile, we'll be on the other side of the street in Virginia next week for Virginia High, Patrick Henry.
Yeah, a nice run here by Mullins, making some people miss across midfield. Yeah, Virginia High, Patrick Henry will be our game next week. Patrick Henry's 1-0. They actually played last night. They beat Lebanon. That was their first game of the season. Virginia High is 2-0. They have wins over Tazewell and John Battle. So kind of nice for the... Actually, you know, we haven't done a game yet where a team has had a loss entering the game. You know, we had the first week in Tennessee, and then last week was the first week of Virginia games. These two were undefeated, so got a pretty good streak going.
Rollins airing it out for Jake Roberts. Defense there, step for step with Roberts to knock it away.
And that was Jaden Stevenson on coverage. There is a flag, though.
And now here comes a flag. I'm not sure what that was. Unsportsmanlike, maybe?
Pass interference.
Pass interference.
Stevenson had that look like, on me? What did I do?
Talk about your late flags.
Pass interference offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
I'm sure our crew has another replay of this. We'll see if we can pick it up here. It looked like Roberts had a step on him, but he caught him pretty quickly, maybe a half step. Okay, so he does grab his arm right there, yeah. I'm just not sure why the official waited so late to throw the flag. Maybe thought about it.
It is a first down for the Cyclones.
There's that Mullins kid getting some playing time tonight. Seth Mullins, just a sophomore.
Really all three, the top three backs they have on their depth chart, Elizabethton, Cade Russell's a junior, Nate Stevens is a junior, and then Seth Mullins is a sophomore.
Of course, Rollins and Roberts are both seniors, veterans of those state championship teams.
Roberts was the MVP of the state championship game last year.
He was amazing, too. Another handoff to Mullins. This time, Greeneville says hello in a big way. There's that guy again. Holy cow.
I've been just very impressed with Jackson Tillery, the 5'8" senior. I mean, he is just a football player. He hasn't missed a tackle all night.
Look at his elbow pads, how they're all torn off. That's a sure sign that you've been hitting the ground all night. And he's got them taped up so he won't scar up those elbows. It doesn't do much good. He whips them off. Another little pass out here by Rollins to another youngster. Jariah Griffin.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game. Elizabethton getting some younger players, some very good action against most of the stars are still in there for the Greeneville defense, so they're going up against the best. What a game that guy's played. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Rashard Clarity, I mean, it just anchors the middle there.
Just a huge presence.
This Greeneville team, it's hard to say. They really don't have a weakness. I mean, to me, it's just the penalties. I mean, that's the one thing that I'm sure Coach Spradlin will like to clean up moving forward, but they can run the ball, they can throw it, they got speed, they got football players that just can tackle. They are very fundamentally sound.
Mullins hit hard.
They mentioned this is the first year of a 2-year cycle in the scheduling on Tennessee side, and obviously everybody likes to have 5 home games, 5 away games, but it didn't work out that way for Greeneville. They actually have 6 home games this year, and they're getting ready to enter a stretch where they're going to play 5 of their next 6 at home.
Bryson Rollins rolling out. He guns it over the middle, and it's knocked to the ground. Tillery again. Well, we talked about Tillery all night. Check this out. High throw, Tillery hits him and goes right through the man, like they coach it. He's a hitter, number 8. 42-12, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Here at the home of the Cyclones, state champions in 1938, 2019, and 2020. And don't rule out 2021. If I know Sean Witten, he's going to get these boys coached up and ready to play for the rest of the season. A lot of games to play. A lot of crazy things can happen. We've seen it too many times.
For Greeneville, they're going to go to 3-0, and that win over Granger last week, that was a region game as well. So they're going to be 2-0 in the region. And this region only has 6 teams in it, so they only have 3 more region games the rest of the season against Volunteer, Seymour, and Sullivan East.
Rollins to the end zone. Knocked out. Good defense by Jaden Stevenson to knock that one out of the end zone.
Yeah, the Stevenson has been all over. He's been on Roberts all game. Comes up with the big pass breakup here on 4th down. Look at him high point it. Stevenson is listed at 6 foot. I think those guys now, they're done for the night. Stevenson, Gillespie.
What a game they played. Height comes out. Some of the Greeneville fans have left and made the trip back to Greeneville. It's about 45 miles, I guess, something like that. And now Greeneville just sits on the ball. That's Quillen with the knee.
I mentioned with that schedule, you know, having 4 road games, they've already played 2. And as things hold here, Greeneville, they will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, barring some crazy upsets the rest of the way, that they potentially will only have to play 2 more road games the entire season, and they could have as many as 9 more home games if they keep winning throughout the playoffs. Burley Stadium will surely be rocking.
You hear the cash registers ringing down there in Greeneville, right? Quillen again with another knee. First smile we've seen tonight from Spradlin as he starts congratulating his coaches. I told you, we talked to their coaches in pregame. They were very, very confident they could come in here and put some points on the board. And the defense, they didn't really say much about it, but boy, have they played a great game. There's Bryson Rollins. Tough night for Bryson.
His first loss of his high school career. This is his 32nd start at quarterback for Elizabethton. He was 31-0.
And the clock ticks down. There comes the little Gatorade water bath for certainly the biggest win of this young man's coaching career, Coach Spradlin, as his team surrounds him, and Greeneville walks out 42-12, a dominating performance here in the land of Betsy.
Well, you say the picture can say 1,000 words. I mean, what that meant right there, seeing dumping some water on Coach Spradlin. This win here, a big win for this Greeneville program.
All right, we'll back, and we're going to talk to Coach Spradlin after this break. You're watching Friday Night Rivals. 42-12, your final. Greeneville beats Elizabethton.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
When you buy a car, do you want low pressure, friendly sales associates who know their stuff? How about quick and easy service, great inventory to choose from, and right here in Abingdon? Yeah, sounds pretty good. That's Empire Ford. Come see us today. There's only one.
Hi, I'm Philip Fulmer, and as a Tennessean like me, I'm sure you have that volunteer spirit we all share. It's that willingness to jump in and do whatever it takes to help those around you. In Tennessee, many of our young people need help to fight the silent epidemic of youth suicide, but there are those unwilling to talk about it. We need people like you to raise your voice, to not be silent. Learn more at TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop, online at eddiestrophies.com.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals, everyone. You might say it was the Mason Gudger show, maybe part 1 anyway.
Yeah, he had 5 touchdowns. Certainly Jacoby Gillespie in the first half had some big plays. Gudger was finding the end zone, but they were on short runs in the first half. The second half, though, he broke this game open. he was the player of the second half for sure for Greeneville.
This is a great run here. The cut back and the vision to split the defenders and then to turn on the Jets.
It's a special player.
And this was the coup de grace. All right, we're lucky to have head coach Eddie Spradlin tonight, who's got that trophy. Coach, in your young coaching career, this has to be the biggest win you've had so far, huh?
Hey, Coach, can you talk about Mason Gudger and Gillespie, what those guys did tonight?
That's Coach Eddie Spradlin. Congratulations, Coach, and congratulations to the Green Devils. All right, again, 42 to 12 tonight. Greeneville beats Elizabethton. We'd like to thank all the folks that make this possible. Toyota, of course, Holston Medical Group, Friendship Auto Group, Food City, Marsh Propane, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Tri-Cities Honda, Bank of Tennessee, the Jason Foundation, the Tennessee Titans, Jersey Mike's, and, of course, those beautiful trophies from Eddie's Trophies. They all make these games possible. All our great sponsors, thank you from Toyota Friday Night Rivals. I'm PJ Johnson for Casey Getz. We'll see you again next week right here on Friday Night Rivals.